Hi, everybody.
Hi there, you stupid jackass.
Things are
I was
going
waiting to
downhill.
do that. I was waiting to do that.
The Jag joining us.
Is
Yeah.
who joining us?
Looks like a Jag, maybe. Maybe not.
Oh,
Yes,
I thought you
sir.
said egg. Yeah, yes.
No.
Jag.
Jagass.
Jag. Yeah.
Except for it's the front.
Can you see me okay?
Yep.
Problem with Jags is they're always behind on their dental work, dental maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got the braces. It actually looks like a retainer, like the old-fashioned kind of retainer.
That was
Yeah.
an English joke.
Ah.
Oh,
That's nice.
Yay. Share.
And Sunny.
Facebook.
I was thinking the same thing, darn it.
Yeah, I was trying to come up with a share joke, but
Yeah.
Good Lord. I think she's enough of a.
What is she, like 90 now?
She's,
she was 90,
well,
but
yeah, Timmy 90. For the rest of us, I think she's maybe 80 or 81
Oh, okay.
or 79.
Same
Is she
difference.
still wearing? Was she still
Yeah, I
wearing
mean-
like skimpy clothes and everything?
When she remembers to put something on.
Oh, gross. You know, in the '60s, she actually looked pretty good.
Very.
And then I don't know what happened in the '70s. By the time she was doing that TV show, she just looked weird.
Well, that's when she was wearing all those skimpy things back in the 70s.
Yeah, but she changed. She like she did some deal with the devil or something and became this weird looking kind of thing.
Yeah, well, you know these
Yeah,
celebrity
no.
types.
If you're watching, share.
Yeah. I'm watching Cher.
Like,
Oh, she's done so much cosmetic surgery now. Now it's just pathetic looking.
I have a Facebook friend who used to tour with them
Really?
in the '60s. Yeah, he was part of their backing band.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if he played guitar.
Ooh.
I won't hold it against him. Other than that, he was pretty talented.
I knew a guy who was in her video on the naval ship. He was in the Navy, and he was in that video. I can't remember what song it was. Turn Back Time.
If I could wear skimpy panties was the
Yeah. But he was in the video. He showed the video where he was in it. Yep. Younger, skinnier version of him in the Navy.
Who?
A friend of mine back in
you wouldn't
Kansas.
know him.
I thought we were talking about Cher.
We were. The video that Cher did, he was in the video with her on...
The one on the ship.
Yeah, the one on the ship. The
lollipop.
Was it Turn Back Time video? Was that
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
the one
I
where she
remember
did that? She started all that auto-tune BS.
Yeah.
No, I think this is before Auto-Tune. This was in the 80s.
But she was like
Oh,
the
no,
first
they had
person
back
to
then.
do it.
Did they have Auto-Tune in the early 80s?
No, not then. It was like '99 when she did that song that had. It was like the first time people heard
Believe.
auto-tune. Yeah.
Yeah, she got it. Oh, man. Everybody else had to follow along and do it, too.
Well, she did it because to cover up her terrible voice.
Yeah.
You know, they at
Really?
least
I
had a
didn't-
reason.
I didn't think she had a terrible voice until she used
They had pitch
Auto-Tune.
correction before that.
If I
I'm
could
not
turn back
sure.
time.
Oh, Vicky said it was If I Can Turn Back Time.
Yeah, that's
she would if
So
she could
you-
turn back time, she wouldn't need the auto tune.
Yeah,
I
but if
know.
you see the video, that's one of the Navy men in there. He was that's one of the worked
because
back at
she's
the bus
wearing this
company.
thing that made it look like she had one of those landing strips.
Saying she was a landing.
Something else.
That's
out
what
there,
Sonny called it sometimes. You know,
Landing
coming in
strip.
for a landing. Stay still. How can it be a landing strip if you keep kicking and moving? Oh, that's disgusting, Steve. That's more information than I wanted to know.
Somebody did a I think it was Mad TV or one of those shows, did a parody of Britney Spears, and she's making all these disgusting gestures, and one of them has her as Britney Spears laying with her legs open and then all this runway markings right in front of her crotch. It was so funny.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I know. I would expect from a fat old has-been man, I guess.
You know, that fat old has been man.
Mhm.
You know, I love 60s music, but there was a fad that every British band had to do in the 60s. And they
Mhm.
always had to have a song about a sad old man that lived on newspapers or something. You know, it was like they always had to have that song. All of Tony, you got to know what I'm talking about.
Oh, of course. Those are
And
my favorites.
you liked those? I couldn't stand them. It's like I'm listening to a pop song. I don't want to like have one about a smelly old wino, you know.
Hey,
And
Aqualung.
yeah, yeah, his was the biggest. That's another one of our classic rock standards that to add to the list, Aqualung, even though they're more, I guess, progressive band. But that's definitely a classic rock standard.
And Locomotive Breath is better.
Locomotive, yeah.
It is. I mean, I think with every one of a lot of the songs we put on the list, there's better ones. Like I enjoy Carousel Umbra from Zeppelin a lot more than Stairway to Heaven, but it's not a classic like Stairway is, you know.
And speaking of classic rock, I watched a documentary the other day on plane crash with Leonard Skinner, and I did not realize how bad it really actually was. Oh
Yeah,
my
it killed
God.
people.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, but it was just. And the one girl that was on there, I forget her name.
Gaines, Cassie
Yeah,
Gaines.
yeah, she did not want to go on that
Nobody
plane.
did.
Did you know? I forgot what band it was, but there was a band
Aerosmith.
before. Yeah, they
Yeah.
almost okay. You've heard that then, there where they almost took that same plane.
Yeah, they
But
refused to.
Yeah, quite. They were raising concerns of safety, and then they said they solved the pilots with whiskey or something.
Yeah, and when Skinner was coming in for a landing, the engine was on fire,
Yeah,
and then they were like, "Oh, don't worry about it."
yeah.
But it was Ronnie Van Zant was a bully. He made everybody get on that plane, even though they didn't want to.
Mm-hmm. And
So
he
he
did.
just
He passed away in that plane crash,
well,
right?
deservedly.
Yeah. And
I don't wish death upon anybody, but if anybody was going to floofy it, you know.
yeah. Well, it's too bad he had to take others with him, you know. And they were, man, they were in the height of their career too.
Yeah, there's a guy on the YouTube that commented on one of those. He was the roadie. He was on the plane too.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of them survived. I mean, most of the band survived. Only 3 people were killed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And the pilots. Yeah, I forgot about the manager.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gary Rossington, is that one of his names? No, Rossington.
Rossington Collins.
Rossington Collins. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was the Steve Gaines and Cassie Gaines were killed, and Ronnie
Rossington
Van
survived, yeah.
Ronnie Van Zant. So I think it was just 3, including the backup singer that floofied.
I think it was Ronnie Van Zant who had always told his dad that he wasn't going to make it to his 30th birthday.
You know, there's a lot of guys that were like that. That were the ones that did floofy young. They foresaw it.
Yeah.
He's not the one I was thinking of, but there was some guy I was reading about or saw something, and he had it was the same thing that they just almost they're obsessed with death.
Jesus. He was
He did too. Yeah.
Man.
But he's not the one I had in mind when I was thinking about it. It was like some.
You know, look at me on this picture here. Man, I look old. What happened?
What picture?
Well, my video here of me. I used to be so young. What happened?
You didn't have to be so old. I would have loved you anyway.
Well,
Where the heck is Gottschalk?
I don't know. That's my favorite song lyric of all time. I'm so young and you're so old. Oh my God, you're really old. Boy, you're so stinking old.
Oh, I hated that song too. I don't know if there's any. I don't know. There are not very many songs from the early 60s that I like. I like that.
Go ahead.
There's 2 from Skeeter Davis that I like from 64. Gonna Get Along with That You Now and End of the World.
End of the World. Yeah, that
Oh
one.
yeah, it's the end of the
There
That's
were
world.
a
a
couple.
top
There were
notch.
yeah, there were a few from Leslie Gore that were good, not like Fun Hour good, but they weren't bad for early '60s songs. Uh, I did like oh shit, what was it? Darlene Love sang. Uh,
Oh,
See
what
the
is that?
way he walks down the street. He's a rebel was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's like how Phil Spector got his start. That was pretty good. Of course, like the Do Run Run and Then He Kissed Me. Some of those, there. I guess I'm just tired of them because I heard them so much. But those are damn good songs. That Spector's early work. Um, I don't know. I just don't care for a lot of those.
I
Yeah.
heard Spectre was
Roxy
a
Music
dick
did it
too.
well.
huh?
Roxy Music did it well. This was the 70s, I imagine, but they had the If There Is Something song where basically the whole song is about a relationship with this woman. Woman, it starts off, he just out having fun. Then the middle of the song, he just falls head over heels in love with her. Then the end of the song, they're old and he's just remembering back when she was young.
I only have two. You say it's
Not
Roxy
when we were
Music?
young, when she was young.
I only have two
Huh?
Roxy Music songs: "Over You" and "Love Is the Drug."
I like
Hey,
If There
love
Is
is the
Something
dog.
because it has a really cool mellotron bit in it.
Which one?
If There Is Something.
Oh, I don't have that one. If there is something.
You know, you got into them later, or I would have heard it endlessly, like Iron Maiden and Duran Duran and Jay Giles.
I wouldn't really say I'm into them. They have a few cool songs. Um, there was one, I can't remember the name of it, but it reminds me of Darkening of the Light. Doesn't
Oh,
really sound like it, but it's a similar mood. But
nice. I like. I love it.
you wouldn't like them because they invented kind of new wave 80s music about 8 years before it became popular.
I think they call
So
that romantic, romance. What do they call? It was a romantic, is what they called
new
that.
romantics, something like that.
Something like that. Um, I don't know. I don't hate all that stuff. I just kind of hate. Some of that new wave was okay. The '80s that killed it for me was Phil Collins and uh, uh, what the
Mine.
fuck? What in 1984, 85, everybody had to sing about fucking running drugs. It's like all she wants to do is dance and Smuggler's Blues and all that. I hated that crap. I still do.
Well,
Uh,
they all wanted to get on Miami Vice, and Smuggler's Blues did. But I always thought that All She Wants to Do Is Dance is like the most like Miami Vice song that was never actually used on the show.
well, they were trying to be Beverly Hills Cop too. I mean, it was a whole. It's like every song was some movie tie-in. I hated it. Uh, but what were we just saying? But we were talking about Roxy Music and the romantic movement.
Yeah, they were in the same. I could be totally wrong because I wasn't there at the time, but I think they were similar to Bowie. So
Okay, I liked
if you
Bowie. Like I've said it
if you
before.
like,
I liked his '80s and late '70s stuff when he stopped putting on all the high heels and shit. Uh, um,
when I used to do Pandora, I tried doing a David Bowie station, even though I didn't really have any love for Bowie, and it was really good. And it didn't. It was just, and it wasn't Bowie. It was just other related things.
oh,
You know,
Absolute Beginners from David Bowie is one of my favorite songs of all time.
I
I
gotta
just
see
love
that
that song.
movie. I think I'd like it.
Really? I, I think it's probably more like Streets of Fire, where they tried to blend like the future in the '80s and the '50s, and but unfortunately didn't have any kind of plot or screenplay. But I don't know. I've seen Streets of Fire. I haven't seen Absolute Beginners. I did buy the soundtrack for that song. It was a good song. Uh, but what you were saying about Roxy Music and stuff, uh, that's kind of my thing about. Yes, I mean they had the greatest bass player, the greatest guitar player, and the greatest keyboard pianist in one band, and the singer sounded like Rocky Squirrel. And it's just like with Yes, it's like I'll listen to a song and it's like yeah, I roll kind of you're boring me, and then all of a sudden what the what the fuck? And it's like what did I just what was that? And you got to hear it, and it's like that's the greatest thing I've ever heard. And they'll do that. There's so many songs where they do that. It's just like that's why I like them. but I don't like everything they do.
Now we have to differentiate a little bit between the Romantic era music and the band The Romantics. Because the band The Romantics basically just did music for football games on TV.
Really? Because I only remember that too. What I like about you, it sounded like the Kinks, and then I'm Talking in Your Sleep, which just sounded like a typical 80s song.
Yeah, Talking to Your Sleep, they always use that riff on like football games and shit.
I don't even know what riff it was.
Dun 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 dun. I mean, that was like they would just play that on a loop throughout the entire football.
Yeah, I know
games
what
and
you're
shit.
talking about now. Yeah, I don't want to think about it anymore. 80s stuff puts me in a bad way.
Mhm. Not that I watch football, but there was another one. There was like the Monday Night Football, and their theme was da-da-dun,
Yeah,
it was
da-da-dun.
fucking Sleigh Ride, but it was like a minor key variation of Sleigh Ride.
Well, it's like when Dennis would play the Star Trek Babies theme, and it sounded like the Flintstones. Dun, dun, it's I'm thinking Star Wars.
No, that's Thingamajig, Steve's favorite with the chick on Voyager. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Modern
Meet
Sony
the Flintstones.
Flintstones. I used to always think that when he'd play that.
Flintstones.
Yeah, that's it.
Flintstones. It does sound like it. That's funny.
I've got a little rock and roll story, but I should probably find it before I start blabbering about it because
All right. But Steve, you played a song on your show. It was actually your outro. It was the Cagney and Lacey theme.
Yeah, I played
good
it.
grief.
And I'd never heard it before. And in the middle of it, I swear to God, is A Bridge Too Far.
Might be, I don't know. But I played Cagney and Lacey for the TV theme months ago, so
Sure,
I
but I,
just
didn't
grabbed it
notice it
for,
then, but I noticed it for the outro. And it was like right in the middle there was the fucking it was Bridge Too
wish I
Far.
could play
What?
clips on this show to,
Well, if we ever
Bill
figure out,
Conti's- Bill Conti's great. I mean, he did the Right Stuff, which is one of the best movie themes ever.
Yeah. Was that with Tom Cruise? Right stuff. No, I'm thinking of The Right Moves.
Scott Glenn.
I don't know. On the right something. Jeez, oh Pete. I get them all confused. One's about space, the other one's about football.
Yeah, one interesting, one not. What's a
Okay, so-
football?
okay, so I got a little. I'm going to read this.
Uh-oh.
So Mason Williams, Classical Gas. Darren, you're familiar with that song, right?
Mm. Hum a few bars.
Okay, it's a picture of a 12-string guitar. It's a very fast-paced instrumental song from like '67. Really neat song.
There you go. He said that.
Well, he won't recognize it from that. That's just the intro. Go about.
I got it.
You got it. Okay. So, okay, that's it.
There you
So, a young guy named. Okay, so Mason Williams worked for the Smothers Brothers. He was I don't know if he was in charge of something. I don't know, the music production for the show or something like that. Well, he had written that song. If somebody wanted him to play like a 12-string, he would, as a demonstration, can you play the 12-string? So he came up with that just so he could kind of show off. Well, so he basically, when he produced it as a song, a guy named Mike Post, let me see,
Yeah, Mike Booth.
who had made a name for himself producing the first edition, their hit Just Dropped In to see what condition my condition was in, produced the album. So he said Mason played me this one little song in A minor called Classical Gas. He called it Classical Gasoline at the time, but it was like the copywriter or whatever misspelled it. And it was really good. He said, I just wanted to do bass, drums, guitar, and piano. We need an orchestra for some of the vocals on the album. We can do a big aggressive instrumental thing. So he wrote a middle section of the song, which became a bridge, and conducted the orchestra. The song became a huge hit and got posted into television. He became the musical director for the Andy Williams Show and went on to write famous TV songs, including Rockford Files, Hill Street Blues, and Greatest American Hero. So this is interesting. Mike Post got some static from a Smothers brother after recording the orchestra for the song. He said, I came in after the session was over, and Tommy Smothers turns to me and says, that's the most overarranged piece of shit I've ever heard.
But
At that time, I was 22 and not going to take anything from anyone. I was very unsure of myself to cover up the fact that I was scared to death, so I told him to get out. To his credit, he came back the next day and said, I was completely wrong. It's a great record. So that's a nice little story.
yeah.
You know
Well,
what's weird
which-
about that song is that, you know, Darren, you talked about making stations on whatever it was, the pumpkin or whatever it was called. But on my Apple Music app on my phone, if I plug in, if I put in Classical Gas and say create station, what will it do? Christmas music. Nothing but Christmas music.
Oh, gee.
Weird.
Well, that's coming soon enough.
Yeah, Darren had mentioned, go ahead. Darren had mentioned Pandora. I used to listen to Pandora. I used to listen to it for years. And one time, you know, I was at work and started the Pandora thing. And instead of all of my groovy, rare 60s music that Pandora had turned me on to for so long, they started playing the Doobie Brothers and all this shit, all this classic rock stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? What's going on? It's just like one day it just started playing whatever it wanted. It's like, oh, you like old stuff? Here's frigging, you know, Free All Right Now or whatever. I'm just like, what the? So I started goggling it, and the next thing I basically just discovered Spotify, and I just never listened to Pandora again.
Yeah, especially when she played Serena on Bewitched, Pandora Spock. Yeah, she was.
Pandora Spock.
Interesting
Pandora's
Spotify
box.
trivia.
Only me or Molly would get that joke.
Yeah. Nobody realizes Pandora Spock played Serena on Bewitched.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Timmy.
No, I think it's Darren's turn.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying interesting Spotify trivia. Smallpox was actually called Spotify back when it was new.
Yeah.
Really?
Back when they first
Interesting.
invented it.
Yeah.
Back when Fauci invented it.
Fauci.
Dr. Fauci sat on a wall. No, just
That'd make a
Don't
good
let it take it
sitcom.
off.
Dr. Fauci on NBC this fall.
oh my God. He was on True Lies. He was that evil doctor that had all those little those sharp instruments when Schwarzenegger was tied down.
Ah.
Oh. Yes, and then I'm gonna grab that tool, kill the guard, and shove this up your jaw or whatever.
And he's like, "Oh, how are you going to do that? How do you think you're going to do?" He's like, "I don't remember."
Yeah.
You remember the handcuffs behind my back? And he's like, "Yes, I picked them," or something like that. And it was a
they had
good
them-
damn movie. It was a good movie. How'd they get Fauci to? That was a great movie. And you'll never have that. That was probably the last movie ever where they actually showed Middle Eastern people being the bad guys, the terrorists.
That was 9/11. Right after
Oh,
9/11, they couldn't show. It was always Germans or Irish or something after that.
Yeah.
It's hot in here.
Yes. So what'd you do to your arm there, Steve? You were showing off your big old snake bite or whatever the hell that was.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Vampires.
I just woke up and it was
Oh,
there.
don't you love that shit? Yeah, it looked like a vampire, but they missed your neck.
I know. Look at this. Not scary. Maybe I got bit by a vampire in the middle of the night, but they missed my neck. Well, I couldn't find it. It was too fat. You know?
I heard back in the Eastern Europe days, the origin of the succubus.
Mhm.
And So you think of this hot devil woman taking advantage of you while you're asleep or whatever. It was old women that would take sexual advantage of you while you were asleep was the
Oh, they're
original legend.
cougars.
Yeah.
Cougars.
Yeah.
That's about the only way I'd get any, but
Cougar bus. Cougar bus.
I
Suck
found,
you,
though,
suck you.
that most buses suck.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna suck no bus.
Putt had to ride the bus for a while, and we were all talking about. He was going on and on about how convenient it was and everything, and it was cheaper than a car. And I said, "Yeah, but on the other hand, that makes you the kind of person that takes a bus."
Anyway, I drove a bus for a few years. What kind of person drives a bus then?
Was Putt on your bus, Steve?
I could have been.
Well,
Unless
you
he was
drove
in
school
Florida.
bus. You drove little kids around, took pictures.
No,
of
I
them.
drove school bus and then I drove city bus here in Florida.
Oh, you drove city. Oh my God!
Yeah.
How many old ladies did you like make run? Remember
Oh,
like
just
that,
look
that,
at
that new heart
Look,
bit?
that bitch is running. Look, that bitch is running.
I always wanted to make a TV show about an old granny cop. And I could just, and she has to ride the bus everywhere. And I can picture, like, you missed my stop.
Yeah.
And he doesn't stop. He's like, there's a 1082. You missed my stop. I need to get up. And he's still, don't make me get physical.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's kind of. It'd be more of a comedy though. They did kind
yeah,
of
but it's like not gonna
something.
yeah.
Betty White had her own cop show for a little couple of minutes, and I forget what it was. Unless it was she was playing an actress playing a cop. I think
She
it
was
was a
in
sitcom. I can't remember what it was.
In the 70s, I seem to remember Nancy Walker was in some kind of a crime drama or something.
She was McLeod.
Oh, she was like his wisecracking secretary or some
Yeah,
bullshit.
housekeeper, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like about her.
No,
you know,
that was
like
McMillan wife. Yeah,
yeah.
she
I
was.
thought it was like she was like a policewoman or something. Only it was Nancy Walker.
She might have. I don't remember any of that, but she might have been.
It's one of those vague, stupid memories. It might have been for all I know, it might have been the NBC made for TV movie of the week or something.
Yeah.
You know. Well, we can ask her, but we'd have to do a seance, I guess.
Yeah,
And I have that seance reserved for Putt, you know. So
Well, no, and she did a movie all the way back in 1941 with Lucille Ball, which Lucille Ball played herself and she was invited to some college by some goofy Melvin college student, and Nancy Walker was a kid and basically exactly the same. Playing the same kid. She was like 12 or 13, but playing the same character.
that's. I mean, Lucy. She had to have been like in her 30s then, or something. That was way long ago.
Yeah, because she was born in 1911. Lucy was already 40 years old when I Love Lucy started.
Nancy Walker was born in 1922, so Lucy was older than her then. Yeah.
Quite a bit. Yeah, about 10 years.
But
yeah, the movie was, I think, from 41, so Nancy Walker would have been 18 or 19.
Yeah, Nancy Walker passed away in 1992. She was 69.
Oh.
Trying to think. Television, let's see. Thought she did a. Oh, did she? Doesn't look like a police.
Did you all see the post I put up today of our dad being goofy?
Oh, yeah. I did. Well,
Darren doesn't go on the internet
because it's on Facebook.
That's probably why I didn't see it.
Oh, I've been wanting to do it for quite a while now. I finally it was hard to figure out where those old videos were, and finally I found a folder kind of by accident and saw some of them.
Oh wow, Nancy Walker did a show that was a spinoff of Happy Days called Blansky's Beauties.
I remember that. I don't think I ever watched it, but I remember.
It only lasted for 13 episodes.
Is it a comedy? Or was it a drama like Laverne and Shirley?
Drama. American sitcom. Spinoff of Happy Days. Let's see. Set in the 60s. Her life in Las Vegas. I guess she's I think she was I don't know, is she a madam or
She was kind of permanently 60s, 1960s. Just her hairdo, I guess. Rosie and that persona. She just kind of never left that decade or
Yeah.
fifth or 50s maybe. But um, uh, shit, what was I gonna say? Oh, no.
Well, she had that like permanent hairstyle. I think once you
Yeah.
do that with the hairspray, it's just pretty much there. It probably still looks the same now.
It says that the character Blansky was a longtime Las Vegas showbiz vet, and then she got older and became like a den mother to beautiful Las Vegas showgirls and kind of guided them. I guess it was a funny premise. I guess.
I think Darren's den mother was named Dorothy. So the last time I think I saw Nancy Walker, she was on some sitcom in the 90s, early 90s, about a blended black family and a white family. And she was kind of the comic relief.
They were all like blended together. Like
You
you call it
know,
an ice cream.
yeah, white person married a non-white person, and
Okay.
it was kind of like the Brady Bunch, only that, and she was from the white family, obviously, like the mother-in-law, or I don't know. It's been a long time. It had some funny things in it, but I don't think it lasted long.
Yeah.
Probably longer than the life with Lucy when she was like 94 years old and still trying to act like she was 40.
Well, that was the thing is Lucy had like 4 different shows where she just played this single woman. So here's Lucy, there's Lucy, there's there's Lucy.
Here she comes again, Lucy.
Yeah, I think like Gail Gordon was in like a couple of them, and
Yeah. Well, what was that last one? She did Life with Lucy, I think.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. That
Yeah,
she was like people felt sorry for her and thought
Yeah,
they were
she was-
being cruel to her, and
Yeah, it was.
I'm
She
sure
just gave
it
one
was her
more.
thing. Yeah.
One more. She just gave one more oomph before she.
I mean, I think I saw scenes from it. I didn't think it was that bad.
I think she just tried capturing too much of her "Here's Lucy" and the Lucy Show stuff. I think.
Yeah.
Not realizing that times they have changed.
You know, it was weird when the Lucy Show and Here's Lucy. No, yeah, that seeing her with that bright red hair, because and I guess it was always that, but in the 50s it didn't seem like it was red. In the
Yeah,
black
the
and
black
white.
and white, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh, more gay boys.
yeah.
No, that's not a 60 Ford this time.
They're still popular. Kiana listens to K-pop and she'll leave like K-pop trading cards around. I'm like, why are your gay boys out?
Uh,
I think that's, yeah.
Here you go.
This looks like 60s.
Oh,
yeah, it
boy.
is.
Yeah. But
She drinking beer in a car?
Probably.
now they're at the makeout point. Oh, no, they're not there.
Now they got a station wagon.
Look how they got the little girl dress. What is a little boy
We had
driving?
that. We had a 68 Impala wagon like that, only it was red, bright red, and it didn't have the wood panel, but it had a roof rack. Beautiful car. I thought it was the prettiest.
Watch this, no seatbelt. Yeah.
I thought it was the prettiest car my dad ever had, but he was a Ford guy, so we didn't have it long. But
That big old wide driveway, and she still got to drive over the grass.
that's what her husband always says.
Yeah.
Ran over the sprinkler head too.
Damn, she's always drinking. I think she's got
Schlitz.
a
Is that
problem.
Schlitz?
Everybody
did
drank
Schlitz go out
Schlitz.
of business?
I don't
I think
know.
I saw an
think it
announcement
sounds-
like Schlitz is going away.
Yeah, recently, right?
Yeah.
These teenagers drinking alcohol? Is that what it is?
Fuck yeah, with Wonder Bread. Alcohol and Wonder Bread, man. That's a
what a
dangerous
mix.
combination.
This must be for teenagers drinking and driving type thing, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's like mixing
Encouraging it.
prescription.
Yeah. Don't forget to drink and drive, kid.
Wonder Bread will get your blood sugar spiked.
Oh, I liked that animation. It reminds me of
Ooh,
He's
you
got
can see
3
them.
brains and 4 kidneys. What the?
Yeah.
I think
like sides of
go-
beef.
I might go grab a beer.
Do you have beer? You have. I was going to say you have one. I was going to. I might have to take you up on that. Let me borrow the Porsche to scan the little one? You said he had a model.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I don't remember offering that.
Uh,
But
so it turns out that the 64th scale cars don't scan.
we'd have to build it.
Oh, it's not. It hasn't been built.
What is this on?
Is the body at least in one piece?
He's walking.
Ooh, his Darren's head disappeared when he. Ooh.
Yeah.
Now we're just looking at his penis.
Now, is this a video about effects of drinking?
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
See, it has the holes in it so you can listen right through the case.
But that don't look like booze. What kind of booze is
No, I
that's
think
like
he's
the
got
drinking.
coffee. I think he's trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's been drinking all day. He figures the coffee is going to help.
He's trying to sober up before he goes back to romper room, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
what's it
maybe
what's it look like on the inside?
I beg your pardon. Oh, the car. Okay. No, we're talking about the kids again. Hello.
What she look like? She'd be fun after a couple of beers. And this dude, he got the buzz cut, but for some reason they like nicked right in the middle of his head.
Yes.
Look at that. It's like they.
Let's see,
Oops, sorry.
Oh, okay.
That might work as far as putting your white stuff on. Ooh,
Huh?
gross, Tim.
What?
Putting your
Putting your white stuff.
Not man juice. I'm talking about developer spray.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I already painted it. That's why it's out. I was thinking, what's convenient that it's black.
Would the white stuff interfere with your paint? It shouldn't. It's basically like chalk. It just washes off. So I mean, if chalk wouldn't ruin it, I just don't want you to forever cuss me like, oh, I can still see white residue. But yeah, so I scanned some of the Hot Wheels and stuff that I bought, and they don't do well. They end up kind of looking like melted ice cream. So
That reminds me of a story, but I'll tell it later.
Okay, keep that thought. So I went to
Don't keep the thought.
I goggled it and about penguins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, kind of. So I kind of started goggling it. And it went to Facebook, and people were posting pictures that they did trying to scan it, and they're like, "Doesn't look very good." And they're like, "No, that because it advertised that it can detect a 0.5 millimeter, that scanner," and it's like it's kind of bullshit. So then I went and goggled it. Can you scan that with the scan laser? And it said no, it's too small and this and that. And it's like, well, fuck. I wish I'd have read that before I bought all those. I was taking their word for it that the whole reason the scanner was so expensive is that it could scan little stuff like that. Pardon me for being dumb, I guess. But I will show you. I was kind of hoping Gottschalk would be here because I was wanting to show you a page of my Patreon that I put up today because I'm starting the Q&A video with Judy, and I was hoping maybe you guys could offer some suggestions. I've got 8 Patreon members, but they're just staying in the free section. There's nothing in the free section. It's just like going in the lobby and just sitting in the lobby and reading Esquire, whatever. It's just like.
You sure they didn't browse away? You sure they're still staring at their screens?
I mean, it says I got 8 members since I opened my Patreon, but they're all in the free tier. They're not in the paid tier, which is where all the stuff happens. It's only $2 a month, for God's sake. That adds up to $24 a year, which is, $24 is the price of a cup of coffee. That's for the whole year.
Or a Commerce City prostitute.
Yeah. A what prostitute?
Commerce City, Colorado.
Oh, I see.
I remember the town that smells like Purina.
Is that where the Purina plant was?
I think so.
I know it was like right next to I-70, that big old thing.
There was a smell in Kansas City that I go right by. Oh, I'd be right downtown on I-70. I don't know what
Stockyards.
I don't know what it was. It always smelled like One day it smelled like coffee, the next day it would smell like ham or something. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Most of the time it was coffee.
It's probably Rosie's Diner.
Hey, might be, but I don't know. But it was.
Sometimes it smelled like Bounty.
Did you have coffee and ham in your car at the time? Maybe.
That might have been it. Could be. But I always smelled it when I was in that area. Well,
Speaking of which,
yeah. What?
I'm going to
Huh?
go topless.
Ooh. You animal, you.
I know, right?
Look at this
Is that
guy.
more?
Whee!
Are we still in the DUI video?
Yeah, this guy's really doing well. Wang! Poor old
Oh,
soul.
was this a teenager still driving?
No, this is like a grown ass adult. He can't drive worth a crap. Oh, it's troopers.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Time for the.
Super troopers.
This is the drunk check. Oh no, it's an accident.
Yep. 50. What is it?
Oh.
59 Ford.
Look at
Oh,
that
that's right. Because
hearse.
it's like
Ambulance.
it's a Chevy. It's a GM film. So obviously the wreck car is a Ford.
Yeah.
Can you believe they used to have ambulances like that? Oh, man.
Cadillac.
It,
man,
it does. It seems
1960.
odd that it seems odd that they were never really. It should have always been vans. It just seems so.
Medical
So that-
care wasn't very advanced, so they would just peel off
Mhm.
the ambulance and slap on a hearse sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they often you're not actually kidding. They actually did double duty. Like in small
really?
towns, if people if there was an accident, they would just call the funeral home, and they'd come out with the hearse.
That's
Oh,
why. That's why they. Shit.
That's why they
That's
should.
why
No,
they do that.
don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they. Oh, go ahead. But that's why all of the fast food places are just boxes now. That way, when they go out of business, a Dairy Queen can become a KFC or whatnot. You know, it's
Yeah.
no identity. It sucks. It's really.
Car full of teenagers. You're just asking for trouble right there.
Oh hell
Well, that's a GM, so they'll probably be okay.
I don't know.
Oh, drunk stairs. Yep.
Don't drink in stairs.
Yeah.
Hey, we can't really afford to wreck a car, but we can get Jim to fall down the stairs or fall up the
Yeah,
stairs. Yeah.
Well, no, that's what they used to do in emergency. You could tell because they always arrived at the scene of the accident afterward, and so they must have just gone to the junkyard and just bought wrecked cars and then towed them out to the set.
They did, I'm sure. Hey, Steve, do you know where I am? What bridge am I on?
Cleveland.
Oh, the Broadway Bridge.
You got it.
Yeah.
Which is gone now, or I think
Is it?
I know they were tearing it down. I don't know if it's totally gone.
Oh.
I mean,
I
they
haven't
sold
been
that
there in years.
they tore down the old Paseo Bridge too, the suspension bridge.
Is
They're
it
like-
the I-35 bridge?
No, the Paseo Bridge.
Paseo. I thought that was the
It was the only suspension bridge in Kansas City.
Paseo Bridge. Okay. Because I always
They-
thought the Paseo Bridge was called the same as I-35 bridge. It goes right like from downtown crossing into North KC. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but I-35 is West Bottoms, isn't it?
I'd have to look.
Because Paseo is just Paseo Avenue. I don't know. Maybe they nicknamed. I always call it the Paseo Bridge, but it.
Because the Paseo actually merges right onto the bridge that goes right over the Missouri River.
Well, the Paseo Bridge goes over the Missouri River.
Yeah, I'd have to look again. Let's
But
see.
it was. I loved it when I was a kid because I loved bridges anyway. So that was the only suspension bridge I'd get to go on. But somebody said, "Oh, it looks too interesting. Let's get rid of it and put something stupid in."
Yeah.
Probably the person who's in charge of what they're going to stock at Walmart.
Probably. Yeah, Walmart's they're like, "Oh, Timmy likes this. Let's get rid of it." Timmy uses these mop heads. Let's get rid of these mop heads.
Yeah.
Okay. Images.
My mop heads that I used to get, they say on the package that they're made by blind people. So it's like Walmart's screwing the blind people by not stocking their mop heads. So I had to
Oh,
get one on
wow.
Amazon. It was like $7 or $8 on Amazon.
Wow, this is they did redo the Paseo Bridge. Wow.
They didn't redo it. They tore it down and put in a new one.
So I mean, new Paseo Bridge, Christopher S. Pond Bridge in Kansas City.
The thing is they put a lot of money refurbishing the old bridge and lighting it up blue real pretty at night, and then they scrapped it. I think it's that Obama. It's his fault.
Oh, when they spent all that money redoing perfectly good roads.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They did that with when I lived in Alabama, we had a road called 202 that was perfectly fine. And then they must have spent $1 billion retarmacking the whole thing, and it didn't need it. There wasn't a single hole in the road or anything. Yeah, nobody's going to floofy in this one, which is fine. I'd rather see this than gore.
There she goes again.
Yeah.
Man, they look like they'd be a lot of fun.
But it's just amazing. The bridge looks nice.
No, it
You
doesn't.
know what's kind of interesting?
Looks
is
like
drunk
Okay.
chicks always kind of got on my nerves.
who did?
Drunk chicks.
Trump chick?
Trump
Drunk.
chicks?
Drunk.
Oh,
drunk
okay.
I thought they said
But
Trump chicks.
There's a big overlap. There's a big overlap between those two groups.
no, Steve, the new bridge looks brutalist.
Does it look like in the middle of it? It looks like a big diamond shape that's
Yeah, it's just one of those brutalist structures. They got to make it out of concrete.
Guys.
Make it out of concrete with no color, no life.
Well,
Listen,
I
Well, they
think-
did that in
gotta-
L.A. They did that in L.A. There was it was a beautiful old bridge, and then somebody decided, oh, it's coming apart or some crap. It's like, yeah, it's L.A. The snow really does a number on the bridge or whatever they're talking about. So they tear the bridge down. They put in a new bridge, which is all these weird, swoopy, strange, and it's like instead of like with the sides like this, they're splayed out and they go up and down, and it's all this lighting and all that crap. And 5 minutes later, all the copper was ripped out of it. So there goes the lighting. And then every week, another bunch of kids with their hot rods come buzzing around and doing donuts along the bridge. And it's like, wonderful. You did a great job there. Number one. Called the 6th Street Bridge in Los Angeles. It's in the news like every week.
Well, the idea of the bridge doesn't work because they have no law enforcement, I guess. Now the big controversy is these flock cameras.
Yeah, but they're banning them in some places, and then they just
Yeah.
get cameras from a different company. Like, well,
Of
that kind of
course.
defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
Well, I really didn't know much about them until recently, and then I'm listening to. So evidently, it
This
helps
is
law
good.
enforcement, but it also is a bit dystopian, kind of like the eye in the sky thing. But they can basically do everything the flock cameras do with Ring doorbells,
Yeah.
and phones and everything else. So you're still being tracked no matter what.
Yeah.
But the problem people have with the flock cameras is ICE is using them to deport people. So I'm just like, well,
Oh,
I
really?
kind of
Yeah,
that's
like this
okay.
design, really.
I miss the old bridge. Look how brown the water is because of it.
that water's always been brown.
Not with the old Paseo Bridge.
But I got 40 years seeing the old beat up Paseo Bridge they had. This looks nice.
Yeah, but it wasn't beat up. They refurbished it and made it look beautiful and lit it up all blue at night and everything, and then they just took it down.
Well, maybe it was just getting structurally because a lot of people were trying to kill themselves. I mean, that ain't high enough for them to jump and kill themselves off of, though.
Well, look at that, Steve. Look at the truck. That's a semi truck on it. That show you the size.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But the Broadway bridge was beautiful too. That's the one I'm on right now, and they're pulling it down and putting another stupid one up instead. These brutalist things.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a beautiful bridge. I mean, it's a big one, huge. It's like one of the biggest bridges in the world, and it's kind of where we are. It's if we go into Jacksonville, it's what we have to take. And it's an amazing structure, but they never painted the damn thing, and it just has that drab, like patchwork concrete look to it.
Mm-hmm.
It would have looked really good in a pastel peach or like a seafoam color or something. It would have looked really nice. They should have done. I guess it's just a lot of money to do that, and you can't. And you're never done painting those things. Once you're done, it's like the Golden Gate. Once they're done painting it, they're having to paint it again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the good old days.
Well, where's our
It
Dutch
just looks
Chuck?
like something
Damn it.
like you would like you'd be afraid to sit on this. It's like oddly shaped.
Oh, like it would teeter.
No, like it would be pokey. It's pointy.
You know what I would hate? It's that Air Force Academy chapel in Colorado Springs. It's got these spikes on the top, and they have parachuters there all the time. And I'm just like, I wonder if parachuters are kind of worried about landing on that damn spike because
Yeah.
I don't know. What's a 1 in a million shot knock?
Because that's where they teach people to fly.
Yeah, there you
They're,
go.
they're always crashing and bailing
Well, it's like
out.
that woman. They just chucked her off a bridge and then realized later that they forgot to put the bungee cord on her.
Whoops. Whoopsie doo.
That's where I had that dream when I was a jet plane. It was that Air Force Academy. It was a
I
fun
was,
dream.
I was never a fan of adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, that's the Broadway bridge. Did they paint it or is that light? That's just got to be lighting, right?
Yeah, it's lighting at night.
That's the bridge I'm on in here. In the 80s, when I was really in love with that bridge, it was green. And then by the time I went over it, which was just twice, on the way out and on the way back, it was silver.
Yeah, I remember green. I don't remember silver though.
I've got a picture of it. It was either silver or gray. It was a light gray. It was still okay. It was still the same bridge. I mean, it was probably gray there, Steve, or it wouldn't reflect the light and change color.
Yeah.
But they did. If you find the Paseo, the old Paseo, they lit it up the same way. It was really pretty.
Yeah.
So it's like they got these. Why did they have to change everything?
Because they
How they
suck.
like to change
They
things.
do suck. I miss the Dairy Queens that they had that looked like a barn in the
yeah.
70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
There he goes. Gonna get slapped in the ass. Here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Whee!
Are the are the Arby's that look like the covered wagon?
People have been talking about Arby's, and I think, I haven't been to Arby's forever. I look them up on the map. The nearest one's like 30, 40 miles away.
Yeah, we only a couple years ago got an Arby's, probably the first Arby's in our county. It's not too far from where Darren lives, but it's like yeah, for a long time we didn't have one. I think I've only been there maybe once.
It's all right. Every once in a while. Although I'm stuffed because I ate so much today. I had 2 hot dogs.
Oh, so that stuff's working. Have you lost weight?
Yeah, I lost 15 pounds in the first couple weeks. And then I gained 5 back. And then I think I'm plateaued. So I'm down 10.
Nice.
But I doubt I eat 500 calories a day. So I'm not sure what's going on.
I eat like a pig. I can't stop.
Well, maybe it's you got to get and combine it with some exercise and stuffs.
Probably. I did
Gross.
not realize this picture behind. I thought this was a still picture. I didn't know it was moving. Lights and flashing, the planets spinning. Yeah.
The only flashing is what's directly behind you. So that doesn't help.
Now, what is that, Steve? I know it's a bridge for
That's
Star Trek.
the bridge of the. I think that's the Kirk Enterprise from the movies. From the not the Pine, but the like Wrath of Khan and all that stuff. I think.
Bridge talk.
Yeah, bridge talk.
It's pretty cold and sterile, but at least it doesn't look like that Hilton lobby like those newer Star
the
Trek
Enterprise
things.
D. Yeah, I guess the Enterprise D of the Next Generation was kind of frustrating because it did look like
Well, that whole series was basically the Love Boat with a different set pieces.
love.
I mean, I used to watch it like when I would build my costume on a Sunday afternoon. and it was just people opening and closing doors and talk and saying hi, and that's all the show was.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's. I agree. A lot of it was pretty much like, "I'm here for work. Goodbye."
It's basically, and nowadays, and I don't watch TV, but I used to. Sometimes I'll watch YouTube people talk about TV, and a lot of times now it's just. Disney's terrible about it, like the Mandolin, those kind of shows. They will just show. They'll waste like 5 minutes of footage just showing somebody walking slow or just nothing. They're really good about just showing nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper to film.
Well, I know it's kind of. Oh, well, I guess I was waiting for God's shot, but why don't I show you the post I put on Patreon today?
Ooh.
And I thought maybe if we get really bored, if you're willing to maybe throw in a couple ideas for the new video I'm working on, because nobody on Patreon will, since they're stuck in the free section in the lobby.
We don't have to pay, do we?
No, you don't. This is a BabbleGab exclusive.
Hey.
So let me share my screen. Sound is not necessary.
Hang on. Where is it? Oh.
See, I still end up going back to this picture, this bridge for some reason. Colorful.
It's the best.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just the best.
Mm.
Okay, ready?
Go for it.
All right. Well, I was asking Tony.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was wondering if I used to
I
have to.
I have to send a
Okay,
request.
there we go. That's it. Yeah. Because they changed the menu, so it's not easy to find anymore.
They're always changing things.
Now he's towing a train with a bulldozer. How do you work that?
Okay, let me try again.
I guess it's a good thing that one person controls it, otherwise you'll just have chaos on the whole thing. Then you have idiots like me trying to put videos and pictures and shit up
Here we are.
Okay, you see it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Currently-
first is I tried to make a 66 GTO. I tried to scan my car. This is what I came up with.
Mhm.
Nice.
Pure dog shit. Now now admittedly, the other cars I scanned did turn out better than that. That was actually the worst. The one I really needed, because it's the one I'm doing, turned out worse. But none of them are really usable. So it took me about 10 or 12 hours of work on that car to get it to where that's what that's the restoration.
Oh, that's
So,
beautiful. That's
yeah, thanks. It ended up looking good, but
I
it
like
took.
the color.
Thank you. It took a long time. So this is the set piece that I'm working on. It's west of Luxo City in the industrial. I've got a skeleton of a an oil tank,
Mhm.
and I've got some small gas tanks and some iron things.
Iron things.
Yeah, so that's kind of to give you a just to give you a visual of where it's going to take place. This is Judy's Q&A. Remember, I had people ask her questions. So basically, kind of how it goes is it's Rob and Tracy and Terry and Stacy and Judy are all there. So Terry's kind of asking the questions. And I think Stacy might ask, what's your favorite thing about being a car? When she transformed into a car, because that's Stacy's new thing. She loves it. And Judy starts talking about, ooh, I love getting waxed and this and all the attention. And Stacy's eyes kind of roll back and she gets really like almost orgasmic. And that's when she becomes that GTO. Without any machine doing it or anything. And they're all shocked. And Terry's like, she's become prone. So that's a side effect. And even the first time she transformed, Terry said, it's a possibility you could start transforming when you don't want to. She's like, I don't mind. So that's basically where that comes in. Now Tracy gets excited. Now she's behind the driver's seat, just like, oh, this is wonderful. So I think one of our next question is somebody asked, "Can you make her into a large Hulk?" And Rob's, well, that's not exactly a question; it's a request. And I don't know, Terry zaps her or whatever, and she becomes this She-Hulk, this very large Hulk. So Steve might like that.
Yeah. Only if it's an incredible.
She-Hulk.
So yeah, so she starts going out of control as a She-Hulk and Hulk smash. So I wanted her to start smashing things, and I was thinking about her picking up the Stacy car, or at least partially or something. I wasn't sure. We got some props. We got the like those retired gas tanks on the legs. We've got different things. So I mean, something to think about. I wanted her to start smashing stuff or picking stuff up until she kind of zap her where it wears off or whatever.
I've never been a real. Ooh, what happened? Am I there?
Well, you don't have to like the She-Hulk.
No, I sound weird. What happened?
You sound fine.
He got old.
That's weird.
You
No,
sound, you sound fine to us.
no, it's my headset. Wait a minute. What the hell? That's
Get
weird.
The right one and the right one.
I don't know what. Oh, there I go. I guess. Oh,
Yay.
I guess it popped in. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying now.
You didn't like the
Oh.
She-Hulk.
No, I was. I've never. The She-Hulk is okay. I've never been a big fan of the She-Hulk because
I don't think anybody is, Steve.
it kind of
but,
takes away from the original Hulk and everything.
but I thought turning Judy into a male Hulk would be too weird, even for Transformers
Yeah.
standards. So,
Damn
so,
male.
so one idea I had possibly was to keep battering the car, the GTO, the Stacy car. So I don't know if that She-Hulk might punch a fender in or do something like that. Or she might just lift up the back end and like everybody's like, ooh, we put her down carefully. I don't know. But like the next thing is Tony's question. Do you like being a foreign or domestic car the best? So I thought, maybe she could be like a 69 GTO. We could make her a domestic car and maybe ooh, I want to go cruising. And maybe she backs up into the Stacy car. I don't know. That was an idea. Kind of smashes both up and then maybe she crashes. I don't know what happens. But they turn her into a foreign car, which would be Darren's Porsche. And Judy's response was, ooh, zippy, but I don't speak foreign. So I think we had a couple other questions. A cute one. Tracy asks her what was it like being a bus with 20 people in her, and she said it was like it was being pregnant with 4 sextuplets, and she's like, wait, is that six or something? It was funny the way she said it. Somebody else asked, there were some questions that really confused Judy, and they were confused me too. I was trying to break it to her as easy as possible, but I had one where she was, and this is where I think could use a little bit of help, is somebody asked, if you could be anything, what could you be if you could choose? And I said, I would like to be the richest woman in the world. And I thought of turning her into gold or something gold. Like either like a large gold statue or a gold monster truck or something funny that's gold. It would be, so that's kind of something that's totally in the air that I would like to do. And
or a dessert that has too much sugar.
Yeah.
Is rich.
Oh, well, there you go. That is rich. Well, shoot, Terry could. Well, Terry's more. The desserts and snacks are more reserved for Terry, so maybe that could be a joke for him, or he could like, well, I want to be rich too, and he becomes a rich dessert. But anyway, that's an idea we could put in there. So, anyway, the last one is Neb came up with one. He came up with a really good one. It's kind of long though. Let me see if I could find his. Give me a moment here. Lewis came up with one. He gave us a question. Could she ever become a ghost or spirit? And she's like, "Didn't you hear me tapping through the night?" She gave a good improv answer for that. So Uh, okay. Yeah, somebody that was a request. Somebody wanted her to become a McLaren P1 or a 911. So that was kind of doing his request with that. Uh, Somebody wanted Stacy back. That was their question. Uh, Somebody asked what was the most pain. Something about pain. Okay, this is Nebs. When babies are born, they have certain natural instincts specific to what type of creature they are. Do you ever find that you gain some of these when you first change into something new? Furthermore, does your perspective on life or what you perceive to be the universal truths change when you become human again because of different perspectives you have experienced? Finally, say you turned into a dragon. Is it possible to feel physical attraction to another dragon even though you know you were human? I thought that was a damn good series of questions from Neb.
Nab came up with that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. And so the final one with the dragons, well, let's see. And we turn her into a dragon. And I think she basically starts picking up Terry and playing with her Terry doll. It's just like Tracy did when she was a dragon. And it kind of ends with her as a dragon, I think. But yeah, so maybe if you have any ideas, I liked the one about the dessert, even though I think it might be better for Terry. But as far as gold, that's just something to think about. And what do you think about the Stacy being the GTO and then keep getting clobbered? Or, I don't know. I won't put you on the spot. It's just something to ponder.
Turn somebody into a tow truck. Rico.
That would have to be Hetty Weed, which is Molly's character because she's got a foot fetish. She's the one that makes that does the plaster casters of the feet, the rock stars' feet.
That's a funny play on it than a tow truck. That'd be funny.
Yeah, it would be. So she would be like if she turned Terry into a foot or something. That would be if she got her wish, and then she'd like become a tow truck. I don't know.
Towing the toe or towing the foot.
Something like, yeah. Believe me, it's on the list because it would be perfect for Hetty. It's just a matter of getting Molly to commit because she's worse than Allie as far as getting her on. Well, she's been on our show twice.
Yeah.
Who, Molly?
Ever? I think so. Just twice. I think.
Molly. Yeah.
Yeah. And one time we couldn't get her sound.
Oh. Yeah. Then I don't know.
I'd love to get Molly on again. She's
I'd like to
else.
see her again. I always thought she was funny.
She's truly talented. Darren, I think you saw Molly as the Queen of Space in that black and white thing, and Terry Summers showed up in her universe, and it was like the only live action and animation hybrid I ever did. I think I showed it to you.
Yeah.
That's Molly. She wrote all that stuff. She's really good.
I'm gonna be right back, Cam.
Well, I think the Terry Summer lines I might have written that.
Yeah.
Get off my can.
Figure where everybody's roasting, we can watch snow here in ice and guys shoveling snow in their hats and
I
suits.
like it hot. I just do. That's why I live here. I don't bitch. Everybody bitches about it being hot. It's like shit, I'd rather be hot than freeze my ass off like they did the first 18 years of my life or 17 years.
Yeah, he doesn't bother me unless I'm mowing.
Yeah, honestly, I would probably use the AC less if it wasn't for the dogs. I don't want them to suffer, But if it wasn't for them, I'd probably just open the windows and have a fan on for a lot of the time. Save money.
So you like your dogs?
You don't like your dogs?
No.
How come?
One of them was a little more potty trained. I'd like him better. If the other one wouldn't bark so much.
Well, you gotta, if they're not potty trained, you've got to, like cage train them.
They don't make cages that small.
Get a cat
Bird
cage.
cages.
Yeah.
Like a Tweety bird cage, those little tiny ones.
At least you don't have carpet. Well, are you doing your room, don't you?
Yeah, but I have a shampooer. And it's not a cat, so you can clean it up and it's okay.
Oh, okay. Cats like have pee from Mars or something. And
Yeah.
their shit like has a stink that's worse than anything. I remember my mom was having to, like, our cat Sylvester missed the litter box, or half of it came out. My mom was about to throw up trying to clean that up.
Yeah.
I can't believe Steve would make that cake that looks like a litter box. That's just so nasty.
Yeah.
You'll get used to it, Darren. It's growing pains. I hated Lucy for the first few months. She would eat everything. She'd eat the couch, the leather off the couch. She would eat my shoes and just every damn thing. And I got so sick of her. And I'm like, it got to the point where I should probably unplug the cords because I don't want her eating. Well, maybe she'll get electrocuted and I won't have to deal with her anymore. That's kind of how bad it got. But she grew out of it. And I love her now. I loved her then, but I was pretty frustrated. But Chihuahuas are just bad about that. They're notorious for doing that shit.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I thought you knew about Susie Q. Oh, Gracie's.
Loop-de-loo?
Yeah, Susie Q.
Had no idea.
Mm. That's why you got to ask me. I'm the master of knowledge. You say, Timmy, what do you think about a Chihuahua? I'd say, they piss everywhere.
Well, that's Lauren. She loved her chihuahuas.
Well, they dare and give it to Lauren then.
She's
Steve,
ready
he
for
loves.
another. She gets so broken up, when the dog, finishes its lifetime, like he doesn't have a dog now.
It's tough. It's
Yeah.
real tough, but it can't keep you from getting one,
Yeah.
because you got to think of them and not think of yourself is what it comes down to.
Or you could think of yourself.
Well, it's just tough when you see somebody spending more than I make in a year on vet bills for one animal.
I think that's more than anybody makes in a year. Pets used to be something you could do.
Everything's gotten outrageous, but yeah, that
Yeah.
insurance, it's depressing. Kind of feel sorry for kids now, even though they can make like home movies and stuff a lot easier than we had it, with just their phone and stuff.
Yeah. But no, you remember, like, the Carpenters song, the famous "We've Only Just Begun," and it was a song written for a bank TV commercial, and it was about a young couple going to the bank and getting a mortgage for their new home, and they're just married and they're in their 20s.
Gross.
Imagine getting a mortgage as newlyweds when you're in your 20s.
Some people back then.
Imagine getting a 30-year mortgage and then getting it paid off before you're even out of your 50s. Who can do that nowadays?
Yeah.
You have to get it halfway paid off and then move somewhere cheaper.
Yeah.
That's about it.
There was well, I bought this one before the private equity ruined blew up the housing market. So this one kind of, at least the Zillow's triple what I paid for it.
Yeah.
For what it's worth. But then, it doesn't do any good to sell it because then everything else is so expensive.
Right. Yeah. What would you replace it with? Like,
well, you can move to
freaking house across the street, $804,000, and this is like a 3 or 4 bedroom house that butts right up against a train track. I mean, you could throw something out the back window of the house and hit the train. It's so close.
A cat turd.
Yeah, they could do that.
Well, you could get things like Kansas City's got like cheaper houses. Those beautiful ones I took near Karen's on the street. The real pretty ones looked at the Zillow. They're about 350 to 4. Uh, I don't know how the neighborhood's nice in the daytime. I don't know about like at night if you want to go around at night, but I would never want to move to Kansas City because they tax every damn thing. It's unions. You know that union stuff. I can't stand that.
Speaking of trains,
Vance was giving some speech and sounded kind of pro-union. I'm like, interesting. Because I was always like Milton Friedman believer, free market. You know, if you don't like your job, find another job. And
yeah, sure.
if they're not paying enough, then nobody will want to work there, and they'll have to raise their pay. And he kind of made the point. But if you're letting in unlimited foreigners, that doesn't work because they don't have a limited pool of employees to piss off. So they can treat everybody like shit as much as they want. And they've always got new people that'll come in and work for almost free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't seem to care if they bring in people who work cheap. They don't care if they do a good job or not.
Yeah, they don't. I think it doesn't really matter because what anybody does who's not the CEO doesn't really matter because they're stupid. Is my guess.
I guess. But that's something that took me for that just when I realized that you know they're so into finding people to work cheap and they don't care if the job gets done right or if the customers are satisfied or anything.
Right.
Let alone if the break room in the office smells like, you know, the Calcutta sewer.
Or a Chihuahua. Same thing.
Look at this guy in his suit. Hey, they did shit in suits back then. You got to remember, though, back in the 50s, you know, everything was wonderful and great. It's because we blew the crap out of all the manufacturing centers of the world except our own.
Hi, Wendy.
That'd help. We had to do it again.
Well, we've blown the crap out of our manufacturing, so that it wouldn't work as well. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
So, Steve.
Yes.
Timmy's not here. So I don't want to get the whole class involved.
Oh. Like that picture?
Flintstones.
That's Admiral Janeway there. What she would look like now.
Ah.
She looks like the chick that got killed by Bob the Blob.
Yeah. And what I don't like about the AI generated, good thing to me in here, is 7 of 9 is actually taller than Janeway is supposed to be. And that guy on the blonde on the right, he's supposed to be Jack Crusher.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the guy we never saw.
Now, this is Jack Crusher the second. You never saw Star Trek Picard. Beverly had another baby with Picard. And she named him Jack Crusher.
Was it consensual? Okay. Or was Picard up to his use? He performed the Picard maneuver?
Right. So, Steve, a hard G versus a soft G.
Yeah.
Because it was obvious this morning you'd never even heard the term before. So
no, it's not longet. Claudine
Longet. I said Longet.
But
you were saying, you mean the J is silent. Oh. But no, that's not what a soft G means.
Well, I'm not the only one. I've heard other people call it Claudine Longet.
Yeah, I call her Claudine Longet.
Yeah.
I played her on the Christmas Fun Act.
But that's as may be, and it is not germane to the discussion here. But when I said a soft G, you thought, it's silent? No. Soft G is like, the animated graphical thing, the as we call it a GIF, but the inventor wanted it called a GIF.
It's because he's stupid.
I've always called it a GIF.
It's because he's
GIF. That is a soft. When I say it's a soft G, that's what I mean. GIF.
GIF is a peanut butter. That's choosing mom's choose.
Right. A hard G would be GIF.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the G's in Garage.
Or graphic interface.
The first G in Garage is a hard G, Garage. The second G in Garage is a soft G.
So Borg is a hard G.
Yep.
So A and an, I figured out. You say an if the next word sounds like it starts with a vowel.
Right.
Yeah.
We all know that. The reason is because if you don't, every word that starts with a vowel sounds like it starts with a Y.
Ah.
So I can't think.
Well, in Afternoon Delight, they say
a apple.
What
the hell is a yapple?
Sound like they're saying appetite.
Appetite, yeah.
Yeah. But
and it's actually ma appetite, but that took me 50 years to realize that she was actually saying ma appetite.
You know what? There's some bands like America, and this gets on my nerves when I need you.
Oh, yeah.
Like the flower, I need you. It's like, no, it's I need you. It's not I need you.
That's my big pet peeve is when they're like furnish it with love. They said furnish it with love. Yeah. I'm like, what?
Well, you know, Jill at the theater, she's anal about that. She will not let anyone get away with talking like that in a play.
So she's not from Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island. Yeah. But my pet peeve with Casey Kasem has always been they never separated. Number one was this smash hit, or these are the biggest hits in the USA. And I'm like, space your words, Casey. It's ponderous, man.
Maybe get Don on the phone.
Get Don on the phone.
Ghost had a song that was new, and I was listening to it. And it just kind of got on my nerves because there was I want to be with you. Except for he would say, I want to be with you. And then like a month before I realized, he's saying bewitch you. Not
he wants to bewitch
you. Bewitch you.
Want to be
or like you. That damn thing with the, I'm not talking about chlamydia or Namibia or an idiot.
I always heard
I'm not talking about moving in. Yeah, but that doesn't track with the.
I've always heard him say, I'm not talking about moving in. That's what I've always heard.
I always thought I'm not talking about the living.
You are a minority of one because no one ever heard that except you.
But I've always heard I'm not talking about moving in. But yet at the same time, I've always heard, whoa, ho, ho, it's my dick.
Yeah, well,
I never heard magic, and you guys get so pissed off about it, but that's true.
Like Michael McDonald, baby, come for me.
Yeah.
But the problem is moving in. That's three syllables. I'm not talking about moving in.
I thought it was about the linen.
Yeah, I'm closer to Darren. Yeah, because when I was like 6 or 7, when my mom played it every day, I used to think I'm not talking about the Livian. I don't know what the Livian is, but I was 7 years old. Yeah,
it's 4 syllables. The way he says it, it's 4 syllables. Moving in.
I'm not talking about.
I was kind of hoping we could get him.
I just hear 3 syllables.
I was kind of hoping we could get him on one of our shows. I tried to email him or message him, and he never got back to me because he's John Ford Coley, because he's one of Doc G's friends, and Doc G interviewed him and stuff. So and he actually like listens to Hamilton and stuff that he posted on his Twitter or something, his Hamilton playlist. Yeah, so I'm just like.
You know, Doc G has sold Hamilton Radio.
I heard his Chat GPT told him to.
Oh, I don't know about that, but we love you, Doc G, if you're watching.
This isn't the Broadway musical Hamilton.
I will say, Doc G's health is bad. He was in the hospital last night, and he's fine now. Oh, this is a couple nights ago. What it was.
That's his radio, a friend of ours radio stations, Hamilton, New Jersey. But I don't know if I've got anything, Darn, that would be a reference that you would know about Doc G. He's been one of our. I think when we first did their Chicken Shit show, when I did From Your Basement, Darn, I think he was part of it then. We're talking a long time ago.
It was like 15 years ago. 15.
Yeah. I don't know, just one of those guys that had his own.
That was a nightmare.
Does he talk about the linen?
Huh?
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 Nothing.
No, the guy that sang about the Lennon was John Ford Coley, and who was the other one?
England Dan.
England Dan. I was thinking L. Frank Baum. No, England Dan and John
James
Ford Coley.
Steele.
Yeah, they're the ones that did I Really Want to See You Tonight. And my favorite from them was Nights Are Forever Without You.
Oh, Nights Are For You.
That was a
What I
damn
Love
good
Is the
song.
Answer.
It was all right,
Well,
but Nights Are Forever, that was probably one of the best soft rock songs there.
Is
Because
it
it
Nights
had
Are Forever the one that has moving? I'm not talking about moving in.
No, that's Really Want to See You Tonight.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
You
Yeah,
know, Nights Are Forever. I didn't know it would be so long. Nights are forever without you. It's a damn good song. It actually almost goes.
Can we get copyright streaks for singing?
No.
not as badly as we sang it, but
Okay. Oh, okay. There's that ghost.
oh,
again.
speaking, yeah. How do you like my new color?
I'm red with
There you go.
envy. How do you change color like people change underwear? It's amazing.
I'm a mood
Changes
car.
underwear.
Oh, a mood card. Oh, you're
Yeah.
angry now?
People change underwear.
Speaking of underwear, my Chihuahua loves dirty underwear, by the way.
Hey, Steve, does your Chihuahuas do they pee all over the house?
This one, he's getting better. He's almost 3. He just wasn't house trained right, so he's getting better.
So they do get better, darn.
Yeah,
I guess.
you just got to keep working with him.
Yeah. How do you work
Sweet.
with them?
Just smack him. No,
Smack
we just. Oh, Miss Vicky is really good at that. We both take him out when we, after every couple of hours. You just got to be vigilant about it.
I think you need a dog door, darn. You got a backyard with a fence.
I'll take him out there, and I took him out there and sat with him for a half hour, and then came in, and 10 minutes later he peed on the floor.
Yeah, that's what Susie Q would do.
Yeah, you just gotta, when he does that, you gotta take him right back outside. Let him get the picture.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a clothespin. And
Jimmy just finally got that.
Well, I was thinking of a baby pin. I was like, well, that might work. And then it's like, wait a second. Oh,
clothespin on his wee wee.
I know. I got it eventually, but I was thinking of a baby pin at first. I'm like, a baby pin might work. But
Ouch, that would hurt. Poor thing. Of course, having your wee wee pin shut, that would kind of hurt too, I guess.
oh, as soon as it starts,
It hurt me.
It's a good thing it's not a girl.
Yeah.
You get a butt plug.
Tony loves that word.
Butt plug, yeah.
Well, it's just that you have to say it like 5 times every conversation.
I've only said it once in the last, 6
10 minutes.
months. No,
Did
I
you
haven't
see
said
that France that guy made that giant inflatable butt plug that was green and they put it in the town square and it was supposed to be a Christmas tree? It's always on those like top 10 lists of most hated modern art.
Okay, kids, let's go decorate the butt plug.
Well, and it's like years before he made like a bronze Santa Claus holding another butt plug and on a plate, and it was supposed to be a Christmas tree. It was just like another butt. Like this one had like ridges on it.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch with the butt plug.
Yeah.
And the Who butt plugs.
Well, it's an integral part of Christmas tradition.
I guess.
Butt plugs. Tony loves this segment. We said it like 40 times.
Yeah.
I didn't say butt plug 40 times. I said butt
37. 37. Big thrill.
37. You counting my
Let's see
butt
if we can
plugs?
say butt plug 40 times in a row real fast.
Hey,
Butt plug.
Fat Albert. Hey, Fat Albert. What'd you just put up your butt? It's a Christmas tree.
Well, the thing is, it's nobody ever heard of it before porn. So, you would have thought it was not something you would have thought of before porn.
But I never heard of it until I got with you guys. I
Yeah,
never heard of
porn's always been around. Didn't you ever look at the cave
I'm not
walls?
talking about butt plugs. I ain't talking about porn.
It's on the cave walls.
I've known
that.
porn
Not
since
that.
I was like 6
In
years old.
Egypt, there's graffiti in the tombs of the queen.
Sure, but you're going to deny that there's been an explosion of it since the 90s.
Explosion of butt plugs?
I don't know.
Porn.
Sure, people
Porn,
really
oh.
use it, but I think most people just think it's a funny concept.
Yeah, that's all I think. I don't really think of it actually being a thing. I just think it's
Oh, I
funny.
hated them. They hurt.
You know?
Gracie was into that shit. It's like,
Oh my
damn, I wish she liked that stuff, and I'm just like,
Oh no.
I didn't like it. It hurt. And they talk about I saw
And you,
something.
and you complain about Vance wearing a dot on his forehead.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, that one we didn't do it during our wedding. That's different. What they do in their personal, in the bedroom, if they want to put dots anywhere, I don't care what they do there.
I can just picture you two with this butt plug ID win.
I I had pants on a wedding. I didn't have shoes, but I had pants on.
Oh, well, that's a plus.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
we
you didn't
did-
get married in a mud pit or something.
That was where I proposed.
Oh, the mud pit. Well, that's a.
Yeah, it was
okay.
in White Springs in a quarry.
Was she in the
Not
mud
a
pit
quarry.
too?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. Hey, romantic. Hey, take it how you can get it, I guess.
It was a deep mud pit too. It was like real deep.
I
But
love girls with deep mud pits, huh? Go ahead.
it wasn't good though. It
Oh.
used to be great, and then in like the '90s, I used to go there, and it was like a mud dreamland. It was like a Mars landscape, and there were different mud pools, and they were like swirly marble, different colors, and you could go to a black one or a gray and blue one, and it was the neatest thing.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
but when I took her there, it had changed. It's like the mud was it was kind of it was thinner, but it was also kind of caustic. And it was burned my eyes and stuff. It wasn't as good as it used to be, but it
Are
was
you
still
sure it
fun.
wasn't a sewage plant?
No, it was
Yeah,
it was a phosphate mine,
But
which is
no.
probably why it was the mud was so hard on my eyes that time.
I'm surprised you didn't open up like a mud amusement park,
I did have a dream. There was one. I had a dream that I was in a mud amusement park. There was like mud slides and different things, and
I believe it. Mud water
it was
park.
neat.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, mud
I
water
would
park.
love that, but you couldn't tell if somebody turded in it though.
That's the problem.
That's good and bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be hard. Yeah.
I saw something recently that like when you like smell the chlorine, like the pool, that's not really the chlorine you're smelling. It's the chlorine acting against pee and stuff, and like makeup and different things people are putting all contaminants, which I thought was interesting.
People are peeing in the pool. Oh, I'm never going to a public pool again.
Well, I guess that's why I don't go to public pools.
Yeah.
My
I'd
mud
rather
pits,
swim
my-
in the mud pit than go to a fucking public
My
pool.
mud pit's a hell of a lot cleaner than a public pool.
Yeah, I believe it. I just
The
didn't
only-
think, you didn't want no fat fart running around in your mud pit. You think it's a pig or something.
I had one. My cousin's
well.
husband. My cousin's husband got it. He was pretty fat.
Was he? Oh.
At the time,
want-
he started running after work, like running for like runs 3 miles after work, and he looked like it. I didn't recognize him. He was a whole like a different person. Just like within a year, he must have lost 100 pounds.
Oh man, I'd like to find he's running.
Yeah, just runs after work.
Running's not a plan. Running's what you do when a plan fails.
Yeah, that's a
He-
pretty good.
He must be younger than me then.
Oh yeah, he's still shitting green as far as I'm concerned.
Here's
I
my
had
baby.
I can't do that stuff. My legs are falling apart with my plantar fasciitis and my knee kind of trick knee. I don't know why they call it a trick knee. It's not like I can do,
That would
jump-
play tricks on you. That's what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
guess
was gonna say you have a trick knee, you can make it roll over and play dead or something.
No.
But here's
it
here's
mostly
Scooter.
gets me when I get on a ladder or something. It starts popping and doing
Scooter.
weird.
Say
Hi, Scooter.
This is the one that we're breaking from peeing in the house. He's doing better, aren't you, buddy boy? And I don't have to use a clothespin. He's a good puppy.
Good
Probably.
puppies aren't much fun.
We've had
This month,
had him for a year now, and he's come a long way. He was so timid and violent, weren't you, baby? Yes, you were.
There, I've got a top
Timid
now.
and violent.
Do you like me better with a top or topless? I got the top now.
yes.
I beg your pardon.
What?
Listen,
Not peeing in your rose garden.
I never promised you peeing.
Oh, there's a cute thing. He is cute. You got to give him that. Oh, look at this. Is the Chihuahua.
Well, he is cute. Darn, that's a cute baby. How old is he?
4 or 5, something like that.
Scooter's not barking. He doesn't see the other dog. Dogs don't like pay attention to screens or anything, really. Some do, but
Just want to watch TV sometimes.
really, I think it's fine when they watch. The dog and cats will watch TV.
Well, see, your Chihuahua's 4 or 5. That means if you don't like him, you'll only have to deal with him for another 30 years. Chihuahuas live a long time.
You want to see
He's
his?
my bu-
I'll show you his trick.
Oh, let's see. Watch this, Scooter. Watch his trick. What's his name?
Gizmo.
All right,
Gizmo.
watch when I stop.
That's funny. He stopped.
I think you like him.
Yeah.
Because they get frustrating. Oh, it's cute.
Scooter likes his belly rub too. Come on, baby. He wants
I
your
saw
belly
a
rub.
little thing about Ubu. Remember Ubu?
Sit,
Ubu.
Ubu, sit.
Yeah, that Ubu. So the producer of the they call that a vanity card, I guess they call it. But so I saw a little story on Ubu, the producer who started that company. Him and his wife adopted Ubu as a puppy in '67. And that picture was right in front of like the Louvre or the pyramid in Paris in the park. And she had snapped that picture of Ubu in 1970 with the frisbee in its mouth.
Oh yeah. You think
So-
Ubu's still around?
No,
Probably-
here's
oh,
a story.
70,
Here's I mean that
Oh,
dog
go ahead.
was on the end of Family Ties. The dog was born in '67. So
Oh, okay. So he's probably not around then. I guess.
yeah, the
More than
dog
60
that
years.
the guy really loved the dog.
Yeah.
But the dog wasn't in the studio when he said "sit, Ubu, sit." So the rough was like a sound engineer in the studio that did that.
Oh,
That just did the roof, and so the Ubu flew feed in '84 at like the age of 17. So
Oh wow.
that's a pretty damn long time for a lab.
Yeah, it is. 18 years old. Yeah.
17.
17. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, there's.
I hope I've got a few more years of Captain. You know, I love him to death.
How old is he?
I mean, that's just dumb.
How old is Darn? Or Darn? How old is Captain?
He'll be 14 this month.
Oh wow. Yeah. Well, Tessa, my little Chihuahua, she lived till she was 22.
Yeah, but Chihuahuas aren't really dogs.
What do you mean they're not dogs?
They're not. They're more like rodents.
Ah, your ass is a rodent.
Oh, that's disgusting, Steve. That's where rodents go up. You know, if you're a weatherman or
That's where rodents go when they
or
retire.
Robert De Niro wouldn't Robert De Niro wasn't he shoving rodents up his?
No,
That would surprise me. Isn't he the one that's like wanting to kick Trump's ass? Is that the same one?
Yeah,
Sure,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Well, no,
Yeah.
it's when they those stupid celebrities. It's when they cross over. It's not enough that they got to say how much they hate the press, but when they start saying everybody that likes them is low IQ and all that.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it's just like, fuck off.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Rob Reiner he had TDS bad, but I don't remember him ever actually insulting people pretty much.
How did Rob Reiner die? Was it he broke a
He's
robbery?
murdered by his son.
Yeah.
Oh.
With a knife. His wife and him were both killed in bed by their son. Terrible.
Wow. What
I mean,
the heck?
he was like he had TDS real bad, but he was still funny. He committed himself because of it. So I mean, even in real life, he was kind of funny. So I still hated to hear that. I think
But
Trump
to have
could have
your own
handled it
son
better.
kill you? I mean,
His son was
Nuts.
insane. Yeah. In fact, he had basically had him on a leash at Conan
Hi, Kendra.
O'Brien's Christmas party or something, and that's when he.
Mm.
That's the last time he was in public before he did that. Hi, Kendra.
so wow. Hi, Kendra.
Yeah, it was awful. Oh, hi, Wendy Lou. I didn't see you there.
Oh, I said hi, Wendy, a long time ago.
Sorry.
But another one. What happened now? Oh, what's his name? Him and his wife were also killed in a cabin. The big actor, Lex Luthor. What's his name? Gene Hackman.
No.
Well, no, he
tell
wasn't
me
killed in a cabin. He was his wife, who was 30 years younger than him. He probably figured she'd outlive him.
Mhm.
She brings a dog home from the vet in a dog carrier, sits down and gets hantavirus and dies.
Is a what virus?
Hantavirus.
Never heard of that. She
What?
just passed,
Better
just
hear.
died.
Yeah, so quickly that she didn't even have time to get the dog out of the carrier.
Wow. Man, 30
So
years
she
younger than
dies.
him.
Yeah, and then so Gene is wandering around the house with his wife's dead body sitting at the kitchen table, and the dog sitting in a carrier, dying of dehydration. And like he lasts like another week or almost 2 weeks, just so out of it that he didn't even like call the cops or anything or call the ambulance.
Oh, his
Just
wife's dead body was there for
just-
2 weeks.
Yeah, just
and
wandering around the house with it, and he eventually dies.
so it
I
makes
feel
him kind of
awful.
see them.
I think the dog is the worst victim. I feel because he sees him walking around and hoping he's going to give him some water. What a terrible way to go.
Oh, I mean, Gene walked around 2 weeks with his dog in the carrier?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
he was so far
God.
out of it. I mean, with his wife's dead body sitting in the kitchen table, and the dog in a pet carrier, and he's just so far gone that he didn't react.
Did
to
the
any
dog
of it.
die?
He didn't.
Yes.
Yeah. And he didn't know she was dead because the sex was the same, but the laundry was stacking up.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's terrible.
Tony, that's terrible.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Tony. Jeez.
Wendy, if you're there, I was going to talk to you about the cons a little bit.
Chaka Khan.
If you're there,
Shut
Come
up.
on.
the Chaka Con 2, that's in November.
Oh, crap. When is the... Oh, that's coming up. I'm sorry, go ahead. The Fanboy is in September.
Fanboys is the end of this month.
Oh,
And
crap.
that's
better
why
get
I
some
was
tickets.
wanting to talk about it a little bit, but I wanted Wendy to be here.
Oh, I gotta get my pennies together. My
was
pennies,
gonna-
not panties.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
I know. I'm gonna wear panties to this. Now this is the one that Janeway is gonna be there. Yeah.
Oh, Ruth Buzzy. Okay,
Ruth
Wendy.
Buzzy.
So let me just run this by everybody, and you particular, since we're. It was just an idea, so I'm not like what.
Don't believe Ruth Buzzy's still with us.
Yeah, she's not with us. Yeah, Ruth Buzzy passed away. Go ahead, Timmy.
So this is just an idea that I ran across. So, I'm not like, that it's just an idea. So I was thinking, what about if we just do the fanboy thing at the end of the month? I'll wait till Darren gets here. So I'm just thinking, what if we go to the fanboy thing at the end of the month? I can just bring the robot costume, so there's no makeup and all that shit to get out of. And then maybe, just maybe, in November, go to the Bartow one, and maybe I'll be the Gator one for that, and not the robot, but just the Gator, and I can maybe enter the costume contest since it's a one costume I made myself or something, and give you all a chance to see Wesley and Kathy. And didn't you say that the Hound from Game of Thrones would be there? So that would be like a guy that would go with your Sansa Stark
What's
outfit.
that thing
I don't
called?
know.
What's that thing called in Bartow? What
I
is
think
it?
it's just Bartow Con or something. I don't know. I know it's just an idea. It was just an idea. That's all. Just make them 2-day trips.
BARTOW?
Something like that.
Bartow
When he a little person.
Convention.
The Hound. I think you're thinking of the Dinky.
What's in
What's it?
Bartow Con?
I know it's in November. I think
2026.
Gus Shock is always the one that talks about it. And then he's
November
not even here.
7th. November 7th, 2026, Bartow Civic Center.
That's Darn's birthday.
Is it? There you go. You got a birthday present there, darn.
Well, if we go, you don't want to go. I'll pay your way, Darn, for a birthday present.
Well, then maybe. I don't want to spend any money till I'm on Social Security in 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
So don't spend any money until then.
Oh, she said no. The guy who's playing the Hound will be at Ocala Comic Con in September.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Wesley and Kathy gonna be there. Photo op. How much do they want for photo op with Wesley?
I don't know, but I'm not giving them any more money.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't mind doing it if I have the money because I don't have a picture with him. When we were $100. Holy crap.
It's not bad actually if it's all of them or two of
I
them.
got less of a photo op with Ethan Peck who plays Spock. He only $80. Jeez.
Well, I'm just saying that's two people. It's not
Because
bad.
nobody's
Wendy
ever-
said
Oh,
she's
okay.
okay. Wendy said she's okay with it. So, even
Is
though the
this,
Hound.
See, Darren, what you could do to save money until then, get yourself one of those air fryers. You can have some fried air. Fried air is very good.
Yeah, I've got one. I just don't want to spend the electricity.
Ah,
Wow, you're really having to crunch. I wish you could find like a way to make some supplemental income,
Who's
prostitution.
Corin Nemec?
Yeah, well, like I said, my OnlyFans page only had one subscriber, and he went away around the time Putt died.
Oh, you
Oh,
talking
the one
about
where you
the-
Darren, Darren used to take pictures of his feet on OnlyFans, and then his one subscriber didn't renew, so we figured it was
Okay,
fine.
so you're wanting to see the OnlyFans cast
Yeah.
or people?
Not
No,
really.
the Stranger Things, I meant. The Stranger Okay, let's start over. I'm lost
I
here.
have no idea what's going on.
OnlyFans is an amateur porn site, Steve.
Now, what am I thinking about then?
I don't know what you're thinking about.
Okay, well, let's go see OnlyFans.
Probably PBs and wee wees.
Now, you're talking
With,
about some dude named Colin Nemec, and I've heard the name, but that's it. I think
He's,
he was on the Small Bang Theory or some shit.
He says he was on Stargate SG-1.
Oh, good. Another one I ain't seen.
Cornyn. Oh. But I would go to see Kathy and Wesley. I don't really want to
Well,
see
maybe
them.
we could go to the one September 2, if you really want to, Wendy, and maybe I'll go as the elf there and just make 3-day trips and 3 costumes.
September. You mean?
Ocala Con.
Oh, they have an Ocala Con too.
Yeah, it's gonna have a guy from Game of Thrones in it.
Oh, I don't care about that. It's fine. But you don't want to go to Bartow then?
I just said I did. I want to be the gator
Oh, okay.
and enter their costume contest. I just don't want to give Kathy and Wesley any more money because I've already got like 6 autographed photos of them.
I'm sure they would understand.
I'll ask them to buy. Hey, you want me to buy you lunch? I can buy you lunch. Why don't I say it like that? I don't even demand an ass contact.
Yeah, I want to buy me lunch. I don't want to step on anybody's dick.
Yeah, I don't want to step on anybody's dick.
Kathy, I don't want to step on your dick or anything.
Wesley perks up. That's terrible, Steve. He's a friend of ours. Be nice.
Wesley, if you're watching, we love you.
I had 2 things I wanted to do, and I finally did one of them. That was put some of the little videos of my dad being silly. And the other is I really want to get that Wesley wrong channel clip up on Facebook, on the Land of Lost board, the one where I had to pee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Steve, did Demented ever get back to you?
who?
Vintage Radio.
Oh no, he didn't. I just realized what the
No,
hell?
and I looked at that schedule, and it was supposed to be they were supposed to play the wrong channel like on Wednesday or some shit. And I tuned into the right time, nothing.
Really? That
I think,
probably
so I think
changed
that
his
schedule.
schedule.
Well,
Yeah, it's
change
probably
it,
just the leftover.
check your spam filter and trash.
I did,
I think I told you that my movie could have got into cans if it didn't. My invite didn't end up in the trash filter. Fucking Google, Gmail. But I think Wendy knows a story. I had Darwin wanted to communicate on WhatsApp, so that's how I was doing it. And I was wanting to ask him about the cans thing on WhatsApp, but he kept saying, give me a week and then we'll talk. And then this kept going, he kept kind of ghosting me. And then it's like, oh, we'd have got your thing into cans, but you didn't accept the invite. I'm just like, what? It's the whole reason I was trying to contact him on WhatsApp. But just because it plays in Kansas, I mean, Kansas is a city, so it could have been in an outhouse in Kansas. You know
Kansas
what I
City.
mean? Just because it doesn't mean it's like in a prestigious place. But still, it would have been neat to say a feather in my ass to say
Yeah.
my film was played in Kansas. But you know what? It was
It was played in the
both
can. Yeah.
in the Kansas. Both movies were in exactly 25 film festivals, so that made it easy.
Ah.
And The Last Page of Summer won 7 awards, and I Won Her for Myself won 10.
Nice.
Not bad.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
10 never again.
And for those of you watching, it's available for you to see the new movie on my Transferama Patreon page.
Yay.
And it only costs you $2 and nobody seems to get that. That's like $2 is too much to ask, I guess.
And now, for $2 you can see this new movie.
No, serious, I'm getting a little annoyed.
Yeah.
I guess I just need to keep going. Hopefully somebody will pay to get in there because it's like nobody's in the paid tier for $2, you know. Oh well, what can you do? At least I gave you all like a sneak preview.
Yeah.
I still want to get with you guys one more time to see if you have any idea for Darren had a good one.
I don't know what you ideas or what specifically.
Okay, so is it a good idea to have Stacy become the GTO at the beginning? I mean, I think that's kind of where we're going to go with it, but to have her like keep getting battered, not with like cake batter, but get the She-Hulk and keep getting crashed into and stuff. I mean that was one idea, and the other is when Judy wants to be the richest woman in the world and becomes gold. Is she gonna be a gold statue? Is she gonna be like a gold monster truck? Is she gonna be a gold like the most expensive like a Bugatti? I don't know. Is she what's or maybe a big giant gold brick with
Yeah,
like
maybe
arms
one
and
of those
legs.
big ingots, with the 999 fine on it.
Yeah, I mean that was an idea. I kind of had that reserved for Tracy, but it could be Judy. It doesn't matter that much. I know.
If it were a couple years ago, she could be like an egg delivery truck.
Golden eggs.
Oh, there you go.
Not just
I guess I
peppered egg.
can.
Oh yeah, what was that damn stupid Disney movie? They had the duck with the lady with golden eggs, and the guy has like a 57 Ford and bangs into something with it. And Dean Jones, of course, that doesn't narrow it down because Dean Jones was in every Disney movie for about 20
like
years.
a year.
Yeah.
But no, I think the eggs would make it not only topical, but Apologion takes place in like the early 70s and 60s. I think eggs were
I was
still.
joking about the eggs anyway.
Oh, I know you were.
Well,
I get
big
the
golden,
joke.
the goose and the golden egg and all that crap.
No,
Yeah,
just the fact that eggs were $12 a dozen a few years ago.
Yeah.
Steve, are you mute? You're muted. I guess he's talking
Turn
to
your
Vicky.
mic on, Steve.
I see a shadow, so you might be talking to this old lady.
Who are you calling?
And for those of you in chat, if you have any, let me share my screen again. Do I have to do permission?
I have no idea because they changed the darn thing. I don't see where I just blanket approve. Yeah, it works.
Okay, decent. Okay, so
That's a good idea.
So this is what I was talking about. This is a refresher. I tried scanning like little cars, like matchboxes with my scanner, and they turned out like shit. So I wanted Stacy to start out like accidentally reverting like into a GTO. It's kind of hard to explain it since you weren't here, but I tried to make it and it ended up looking like shit. So I had to restore it. And it took probably 10 hours of labor, and I basically made that out of it.
I hate labor.
Do what?
I hate labor.
I hate it too, but it ended up looking pretty good. at least close enough for government work. But it's taking place west of Luxo City. If you remember the movie, that's the place they went to, the city. And this is on the west side, kind of industrial. I've got a skeleton of a oil tank and kind of an uneven parking lot. I've got some iron, rusty, like abandoned beams and some some small gas barrels. And that's kind of a view of it. Um, but this is Judy. She's our Transforma star, and this is kind of her Q&A episode. And I had a bunch of people on the Transforma stuff, including Tony and Lewis, and people asked some questions that were fun. So she ends up like becoming a She-Hulk. So long story short, Stacy, she's watched everybody transform for years. And I guess she got kind of envious, and she just like folked out and volunteered once. I want to be something, and Terry said, "You want to be?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You understand that there's a risk that you might start transforming when you don't want to. You know, it could become involuntary." She's like, "I don't mind." So she just loves being a car now, and that's like it's kind of like the joke, is she wants to be something at the beginning of the. And so it happened the last time. So her question to to Judy is, what's your favorite thing about being a car? And so Judy like, oh, I like being waxed and getting all the attention. And she starts getting almost kind of orgasmic. Her eyes kind of, she was like, ooh, and she becomes this GTO. So that was kind of the joke. And Tracy kind of gets behind the wheel. She's having fun. And that's kind of where I was going to go with it. So there's a part where Judy becomes like a She-Hulk. So I guess that was the first this or that. She starts smashing things. I'm sure she can like pick up an oil drum and throw it at that big, the big oil skeleton thing. And I thought she could either like Hulk smash and bash in part of the car, the GTO, the Stacy thing, or she could start picking her up and then Tracy coax her down without damaging her. So that was like the first thing I wasn't sure what to do. The second was Tony's question to Judy: do you like being a foreign car or domestic? So we were going to make her a domestic car, like a '69 GTO or something. And she's like, "Ooh, I want to go cruising," and she backs up into the Stacy car. So that was one thing that could happen. And for the foreign car, she could be the Darren's Porsche. I just need to get that model, I guess. And then she says, "Ooh, I feel zippy, but I don't speak foreign." So I don't know. That was kind of that. She answered some other questions. Somebody asked her, what would you like to be if you could choose to be? And she says, "I want to be the richest woman in the world." And that's where I was talking about. She could become something gold, something big and gold. And that's kind of one of the other things I was wanting maybe some input about. And at the very end was Neb's question: if you were like a dragon, would you be attracted to another dragon or still humans? And that's when we can make her a dragon at the end, and she like eats Terry or something. So, that would actually work if Terry was like became a dessert. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that was Darren's idea. It was like Terry's like I want to be rich too, and he becomes like a rich dessert, like sugary. I don't know.
Well, like the Keebler elf said, you can't rush richness.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. I saw the commercial like once, but it was so annoying. It stuck in my head because that's the way it used to be. They do a commercial, and if it was really well done commercial, you'd remember it, but you wouldn't remember what the product was for. So the idea was to make the commercial annoying, and that way it sticks in your head.
I wonder how they get away.
Told me it was good luck to suck a elf's dick, but in a bar once. But it turns out he was just a short guy.
Man, years ago on Facebook, it's one of those Facebook friends that wasn't particularly a friend, but she was just on my friends list. And she had posted a series of pictures from her night out the night before. And it involved a bald, totally naked midget And I mean, he had his boner, and they were all playing with his boner and stuff. And this isn't like a club. And these women are all dressed in their like business casual, their pantsuits and stuff. Like it was a business trip, and it was. I'm like, interesting night out, I guess. Uh,
Wonder if I could pass for a midget.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess
No,
Peter
the,
Dinklage.
the thing is, Timmy, you just described about 80% of my Facebook friends. Oh, it's blah blah blah's birthday. Who the hell is that?
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Or the other one is it's blah blah blah's birthday. Well, he'd been dead for 20 years.
There's some of that too.
And you click on it, and it's happy birthday, happy birthday. And it's like, dude, he's been gone for quite a few years.
Deb and Putt are the ones I miss the most,
Yeah.
But they were actually, friends in real life, I guess, is part of it. I had a friend, an English friend named Pat Holmes, and her husband from when I first, and she was such a good Facebook friend. She commented on everything. And I was supposed to meet her, when I went out there, and it didn't work out. And they're both gone now. So she was a friend of Roy Wood and like that 60s Birmingham music scene, with ELO before they were ELO. And she lived in a firehouse on the top floor of a firehouse, and she hung out with all those guys. It was pretty. And Ali Gorley, the DJ, the one who floofied, that had loved Apology None and would play it on his radio show. I mean, a real FM radio show in Edinburgh. And when he was terminal, he was the one that played the tree in my movie when he was terminal. But
right.
They gave him a surprise party with Roy Wood of all people, and all these Birmingham rock stars gave him a surprise party when he was sick. And what does Pat do? She tells him that I'm getting a divorce, and he was just crushed. I'm like, oh, don't do that now. During his birthday, Steve says he misses, but oh, hey, Lewis. He says, good
Hey,
evening,
Lewis.
family. I'm so sorry for showing up late. I just wanted to rest small, but I don't know how I fall asleep. Hey, it's fine, Lewis. Thanks for being here. We still got an hour. No worries. We're just glad you're here. Hey, our Gottschalk isn't even here, and he's supposed to be here. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Usually he'll at least tell us something. Yeah, Steve, he was actually, I guess you call it terrestrial radio. He was actually playing on, in Edinburgh back in the day. And what I think one of the neatest feathers in my cap is it was just like a Monday night show. He just had one show a week. And at the end of the year, he would have the top 100 songs, and it would be a voter poll. And so get this, Apology None made number 10 and number 9. Number 10 was Need Some Love From You, and number 9 was Really, Really, Really. And he said they had each gotten more than 500 votes apiece. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
And we're not talking indie artists. You know who the number 1 song was? Light My Fire from the Doors. So we're not just talking indie stuff. I was against the Doors
and you're talking about England, where nobody expresses approval of anything.
That is true, and I saw that. So that's kind of a neat thing, and I've seen that with some of the people that saw the World Cup and stuff, and how they can't believe how confident Americans, because they thought it was a bad thing to be confident, and they're like, no, it actually helps you be a better person when people actually root for you and are, because in England, I guess they're basically raised where they're not supposed to be proud of anything. And they're not supposed to show that kind of love to other people's works, because I found that out kind of in Shaz's English, her chat, that nobody would have anything good to say when my songs would play. And that's kind of one of the reasons I went away. But Keith Fellows when we were in Athens, I played him a couple Apology None songs, or at least a couple pieces of them.
Yeah.
And he says, well, it just sounds the same. And I said, what do you mean it sounds the same? They were different tempo, different key. They're totally different. And he kind of shook his head and closed his eyes. It's like, I'm sorry, Timmy. Your songs are great. Us English, we get jealous and we say that kind of stuff. It's just kind of how we're bred. So that was the first time I'm glad he was honest with it. But it was the first time I heard that. But evidently it's true. I would hate to live life like that.
Yeah,
You
something happened to England after World War II. It's like they won, but they kind of lost too.
like their spirits were destroyed or something.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks,
Like
Steve.
you watch
said
all
you
these
played
English movies about, they're all about like gangs of people beating the shit out of each other and just like,
Thanks, Steve, for playing me. Where are you?
probably either dealing with animals or dogs or having
I thought it was Mongo Jerry that killed everybody's spirit.
Could have been that too. I don't know if that was a cause or an effect, though.
I hated that so bad.
And it took me 50 years to discover that Mungo Jerry was a British band. And they put out like 24 albums. And we only ever heard one song, and then nobody ever wanted to hear any others. But they got album after album after album. I've never heard any of it.
And here I am black, but the problem with me being black is that I designed this car to be more in the daytime. So the bottom of my chin there, it shouldn't be that light. It should be reflecting a lighter environment. So it shouldn't look like that.
I see. Yeah.
So if this is, because I do like this background, if I ever rent that program again, which I probably will toward the end of the year, I will redo this to kind of change the lighting on that. Oh, Steve said he's having a smoke and a pancake.
Look at these guys.
Is that a sex position?
Like a
No, it was what was
I think
which Austin Powers was that? Like the second or
third one with
one.
Gold Member.
Oh, the disgusting one where he was
Or
like everything was peeling off him.
Yeah, smoking a pancake.
Yeah.
That was the worst Austin Powers movie because the other two were James Bond parodies, and the third one was an Austin Powers parody. It was like a parody of Austin Powers. It's just like you got way out, and it had some very quotable lines on it. Don't get me wrong.
Well, which one was a parody of a blaxploitation film? Was that it?
That was it. Yeah, it got into the 70s and it started getting away from the cool suave 60s stuff. Yeah, I remember Phil's pancakes. Now he's a guy that he was a cool guy. He was part of our show. He was funny, but he went full commie. He just went, I think his wife got him into it. He had a new wife. He just got married and he became a communist. It was really weird. Lewis, we were talking about the Dewey question and answer video, the one where you had a question in it. Boy, I really bit off a lot with this video. There's going to be a lot to do. I'm glad I at least got that damn car made. I thought I'd never finish it. That was so frustrating. It looks good, though. I'm glad it worked out. I was really hoping that I would have better luck with those stupid scanner. That was an expensive scanner.
See, now, if you ever need to check the oil on a BF-109, that's where the dipstick is.
Where?
In the engine? In front of the cowling.
Yeah, that made one of our wrong channel. I'm not wrong. That made one of our precious moments was you pointing out the dipstick. But that wasn't the reason. It was Steve doing the moo thing. It's the cow that was kind of.
He was doing a moo cow thing.
The moo cow. Moo cow sounds like some kind of a Bangladesh dish. Would you like some moo cow? No, get that away from me. It's like I was at a White House dinner and Vance asked if I want some moo cow. I said, "Just leave that, get that away from, get that shit away from me."
Yeah, those are Hindus. They don't eat cows.
That's what they tell you. That's not what they do in private, though,
Oh,
necessarily.
yeah?
You know what? Everybody has a public life, a private life, and a secret life.
Oh, yeah. Mine's all the same. But at least we don't have to watch the shit festivals where they're throwing shit everywhere.
Not until next year when they start doing
Yeah.
it again.
Yeah.
Boy, Steve's really missing out. Is that Batman, Steve? Is that Batman?
It's Rat Man.
Oh, that's what a bat is. It's kind of a rat with. Bats are cuter than rats, though.
Yeah,
They're
so
almost
some of
like
them look exactly like little dogs. You ever
yeah, they
notice that?
do. Yeah, especially what do they call those flying
Flying
it's
foxes.
flying foxes? Those giant bats. They look like they have dog faces. They're so cute. But I wouldn't want to get bit by one because they probably
Ever
have
been bit by a
rabies.
dead bee?
No. Oh, Darren, I'll give you those. So I put those dragonflies up, and I think they really have made a difference.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they look real. It's almost like uh, I almost jolt sometimes when I see them in the corner of my eye. You know, you just get that natural jolt seeing a giant insect. So they look pretty real. Um, I've heard they actually, at least somebody on Amazon said it attracted dragonflies. So that would be a plus.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind dragonflies.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
cool and they eat every other flying insect, so they're all right. I used to get them. I've only been bit by one, and that was uh, there was one giant green one, and it was this giant insect flying through the kitchen. It scared Captain. He went right out the dog door, but it was a dragonfly with a cobweb stuck to him, a spider web,
Ah.
and he was dragging the spider web through the air. So I caught him and put him under the sink, and I started taking the web off of him. And then he bit my finger, and I said, "Don't you bite me, I'm helping you." And he didn't bite me anymore. He let me do it. And I got it all off and let him go.
You
But
know,
they
if you do
don't
that
they,
with a crow, sometimes they'll just become friends and start coming over to visit.
oh, crows?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we were talking about. I was mentioning Phil's pancakes and fancies.
Ah.
You know, this is why I don't delete things. It's a good way to look back. You remember this little thing from Phil?
Welcome to Phil's Fancies.
I'm Philip Hartley. I'll be with you here on Q-Star Radio every Saturday beginning August 4th with 4 hours of selected sumptuous sounds from folk to funk, from pop to punk, with as much dignity as one idiot can manage. That's Phil's Fancies, Saturdays from 12 noon EST or 5 p.m. UK time. That's it in a nutcase. Nutshell. Whilst those two are trying to get this in a pub. Where's me pint?
Was Vicky in it?
No, I had the mic open and Scooter was barking.
Oh.
Man, I gotta take something away from
Who
Scooter.
did that? Who did that?
That was Phil.
Oh,
Hang
he
on,
did that. He did that voice.
Yeah, I gotta take something away from Scooter. Hang on.
Almost sounded like Owen. Well, I don't remember ever hearing that one before.
I always love that accent. Any road.
That's almost more Irish. Like
Well, the north of English, Scottish, they're close to each other.
Sorry,
Sweet.
Scooter was.
Conrad's he's been having a bad row of it. Conrad.
Yeah, it's been months since he's been on.
Who's Conrad?
He's at DJ in Ireland.
Okay.
But he's been had pancreatitis real bad and had to have his gallbladder removed, and
Ooh.
That's a shame.
He's been on my prayer list, but he said he's had the operation. He's, I guess
Well, that's
starting to
good.
improve. Hopefully, he's also got bad tonight. Tonight is that
Tinnitus?
the ring in your
Tinnitus?
ear? Yeah, that he's got
Oh.
that really bad, and it
Hmm.
keeps him from listening to music a lot. So
Oh,
it's very
Jesus.
sad.
But that, looking at Phil's Fancies, that was August 4th on today's anniversary. I don't know what year that was.
Probably
Long time ago.
2012.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was such a good, funny guy,
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time I really, I played one of his songs on my first Fun Hour, Fun Hour 1. His song's
Oh,
still there.
yeah.
It's one of the ones I didn't replace because
I
it's just
still
a good
have
song.
Phil
I did
Hartley's
I did
song.
cut out the middle section of it, but it's still a good song. Uh,
Yeah. But
Phil, if you're watching this, Phil, I cut out the middle section of your song, so you just have to deal with it.
Yeah, it's like it is 2 a.m. in the UK right now.
Yeah, he's probably
Well, that's probably where it is where Lewis lives. They're probably in the same time zone.
hard. I have the only one of Phil Hartley's music I have is the game, the roulette mix. That's all I got left by him.
I played one called "Summertime Thing."
Is it?
It's just a nice song. It's a real nice. Even Darren heard it, didn't know who he was, and I said, Darren, that's that friend of ours that does the show, and he's like, I was just about to comment that it was a cool sounding song. And he didn't he know he's a friend? He just heard it, so I know
But
Darren
this is-
doesn't remember that. That's like from 20 years ago now.
I was getting ready to say that's why I delete things, but yet I lost the wrong channel. We won't go there. I still have stuff, gosh, from years ago.
Well, I don't miss the chicken shit show days. I don't care if any of those ever come back.
Yeah, those.
And those are probably
rough ones.
those are probably the ones I have raw recordings of, but I don't even want to listen to them.
But yeah, those just lack structure, or I don't know. There were times it was kind of funny, a couple of times, but
Well, we had half of our cast wasn't funny.
yeah. The Doc G talking about the bank, Rihanna.
No, that was Rihanna talking about
Yeah. Oh,
standing in
okay.
line at the bank, and we were waiting for a punchline, and I just I wanted to punch her by the time it was over with.
And then she talked with no teeth. I don't even know what happened to Rihanna anyway. After Trump got elected the first time, and she was like going to a bunker or something. That's the last time
Oh
I
yeah,
remember.
that night, because she was doing a show on Q-Star in the middle of the night, and I was up there, and I'd be listening, I'd be in chat with her, and boy, that night, November 2016, it was just playing the
She
same
going off
songs
the
over and
rails?
over again. Oh, completely playing the same songs over and over and over again.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean-
and we had Doc G on there, who we talked about earlier, Gene. He was so adamant that anything played on the station had to be family friendly.
Oh yeah.
And Darren and Putt and I, we made a sweeper for a different broadcaster, and it was a Pulp Fiction thing. And Putt says, "Hey guys, I just watched a new movie from our future." We're like, "What was that?" He says, "It's called Pulp Fiction." And somebody said, Rob said something or whatever, and he says, "I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing." And he did the perfect, Reggie Jackson or whoever the fuck played him. But he did the perfect imitation. And because that guy, that broadcaster was on Hamilton, I listened to it, and he says, "I didn't ask you a thing." He cut out the thing that made it funny. And Meatloaf, he would never say those words.
Yeah.
Like he was in movies and stuff, and if they made him say the GD word, he would say one or the other. He wouldn't say both of them together.
Yeah, I try and avoid that phrase too. I just don't feel comfortable.
Well, you changed because you used to say holy and the S word a lot, and I think I used to tell you that made me uncomfortable.
Holy, that I never.
That's
really
more
bothered.
blasphemous than the other.
Is it? I don't know.
Oh my gosh, yes. I
sometimes I'll imitate Ahmed the Dead Terrorist, and I'll go, "Holy crap!"
I wouldn't say it when because blasphemy is unforgivable sin. When I would go to YouTube, and if somebody has that in their thumbnail, I'll just delete that video off my feed.
Yeah.
I won't even go there. I think I did one today that did that. But
I've noticed you'll say "gosh damn" sometimes.
when they pulled the catheter out of my dick hole, I said, "Oh gosh, damn!" And that was like more pain than I'd ever felt in my life, and I still didn't drop.
Wait, how could it cause you pain? It's not supposed to hurt when they take it out, unless they didn't deflate it before they pull it out.
Did you ever have one pulled out when you're
Yes.
conscious?
Yeah, I had an appendix surgery when I was in early 20s, and they had that in.
They must have had you drugged up because that hurt. That hurt almost as bad as my spinal taps. Which, if you Google, they don't hurt. It's just you feel pressure. Bullshit.
There was mostly just a little stinging when they did that.
Stinging. My eyes popped out of their socket like Terry Summer, like when she did that. Oh my god!
You should have told them, "Oh, thanks. I'll never be able to have freaking kids now."
Not that would be an issue now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
welcome to the BBC. This is John, and what do you got for us, Paul?
I thought I would have a little what do you call it? I'd like to teach you how to tie your shoes.
Okay, Paul.
You take the strings here. You take one in each hand. See, it's like a bunny rabbit, and you take the bunny rabbit through the hole and out the other hole. See, now his ears are coming out the hole.
That looks more like your finger, Paul.
And you, I'm sorry.
How did you get your dick stuck in a damn? Never mind. This has been the BB.
Maybe should have had Yoko teach him.
oh my gosh, that would have been awful.
Yeah.
I did see Steve. You'd say I don't do your requests. I did that.
I
That
know,
was a Steve request.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Yay.
Virtual
Oh, it
flexing.
was on the spot.
There
You
it
never know.
was.
These things are on the fly, so I don't know. I knew I was going to have to do Steve's request, but I didn't plan anything. So sometimes that's the best way to do it.
Yes. I thought, I have the capability to carry this show live on QStar.
Oh yeah, would it be as funny without seeing our ugly
I don't know, maybe.
backgrounds? Our ugly backgrounds. I'll be right back.
Maybe fun.
Before I pee my pants. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's Anyway, but yeah. Wow. What the hell is behind you there, Tony? Saw a bunch of guys with their shirts on. Looks like a
Yeah, they like going around their shirts.
is that a 60s bathhouse or something?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I think that
Thought so, yeah.
60s haircuts and 60s chest gauges.
Yeah, it's not that I've ever been to a bathhouse before or anything, I wouldn't do that. Huh?
Yeah.
But that's the way it goes, Uh-oh. I guess I'm gonna have to get that since Timmy's not here.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, hi, Dale. What's up? Uh-huh, yeah. He did. But I don't understand when you do that. The whole video? Oh, I don't believe that. Timmy would never do a thing like that, would he? The whole thing? All at once? Well, you better, yeah. Oh, Timmy's back. You want to tell him? Timmy, I think he's talking to you.
No, Tony won't let me do that anymore. And the
Oh.
paint took a long time to get off. Yeah, not even Halloween. I think this Halloween I'm going to. It depends if I get the gator done. I might be the gator again.
He talked over himself.
I have that effect on people.
Yeah. Dale, do that again. How did you talk over yourself like that? What? Wait. What the? Wait, Dale. How did he do that? That's a pretty good trick.
He wanted me to do a Saul Palmetto commercial too at the end there. I know it works. It kind of works. I don't have to pee as much as I normally do. I think it does. It is having an effect. No, yeah. Speaking of that phone call, I saw a guy on YouTube. When he gets those AI callers.
Mm-hmm. AI callers.
Yeah, when the AI calls them.
Oh,
and they try to masquerade as a real person and they're not. And he will ask them, "Oh, I have a little bit of a learning disability. So would you mind whenever you say something with the letter A, would you like say Albuquerque?" And they're like, "Sure." So Albuquerque, this and he'll have the AI do all of these rules. He keeps giving in rules until he kills the AI bot. He actually kills the program.
Oh, wow.
He had one saying Albuquerque, New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico, the guy that was trying to scam him with the call. And it just kept going over and over. This went on for like a half an hour. At the end of this video, he was still doing it. And finally, it was hallucinating and saying these weird things. And finally, he killed it.
Oh, wow. I wish I can kill an AI.
Hey, darn. Don't stare off into the abyss like that. You're freaking me out.
That's why I do it.
That was a dumb movie.
Yeah.
The Abyss.
But with the big like water things. But the problem is when you get a call, which is worse? AI as an artificial intelligence or AI as an actual Indians?
Boy, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
the real ones are funnier to fuck with.
Yeah, yeah.
I had one. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, one of those Indian guys called me up and said, "I'm looking at you through my window." And he started cussing and hung up.
Allow me to complete.
Yeah. Go ahead, Steve. What?
Oh, no, mine wasn't important. I was just going to say I had an AI call me up the other day. I said hello, and it right away just said,
"You're a real dick."
Yeah, so I subscribed to the magazine. Right?
Oh, there you go.
You know what I do is I'll answer sometime if I feel like, you know, if there's a lot of numbers, I click answer and then hang up immediately and block. But some of them, if I'm not sure, I'll just answer and not say anything, and I'll wait for them to say hello. That way they're not recording my voice to use as an AI. I don't want to turn into AI.
Oh, wow. You think they really do that?
Shit, that's a big thing.
No, you know what they're doing? And I just saw this on Facebook, so it must be true. Companies are buying, like, just cleaning out the stocks of old used bookstores, cutting the books apart, feeding the pages through a scanner, and then throwing them away, and putting all that, scanning them into basically an AI. So they're destroying the used books and then stealing it all for AI.
Doesn't surprise me.
Well, it's too late, Tammy. Your voice has already been recorded for AI. Listen.
That's my problem.
See?
Well, that's awful, Steve. That's my problem. At least have Terry say it. I'll do it as Terry if you promise to delete that.
I was just testing the recorder when you guys were talking about something at the beginning before the show started, and I thought, oh, I like that.
That's my problem. Get rid of that. I'll redo it if you want me to. I don't like that.
Okay, let me start the recorder.
All right, ready?
Let's see. Okay, go ahead.
That's my problem.
You usually sound a little more victimized when you're doing Terry Summer.
You want me to sound more victimized?
Yeah,
that's my problem.
That's not Archie Bunker, for fuck's sake. Shut up, you. That's my problem.
It's not my problem.
Hangovers. Lights.
There. All right, I stopped the recorder. I'll dig something out of that maybe.
All right.
I'll delete this other one.
Thank you. I think it's another thing. I like heard my voice in one of those early chicken shit shows, and I wasn't really doing the Terry thing yet. Terry evolved through those shows.
Yeah.
Those early, I just couldn't stand listening to my voice.
I used to be that way before I had my tonsils and adenoids and my nose fixed. I had a deviated septum. I really sounded like that. Was his name Mason Reese, who did those commercials back in the kid? I did. It was horrible. I hated listening to myself.
That kid was kind of a troll, like literally, like the actual Scandinavian.
Isn't he still around? I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he didn't accept my Facebook request. That's why he's open season to make fun of now.
Was that his real name,
used to-
Mason Reese?
Yeah, I used to defend him all the time when people said he was ugly or whatever. And now that he didn't accept my Facebook request, I'm like,
He was a goopy kid. Of course, so was I.
well, he actually turned into a
Oh wow! Look at that! Oh my boy!
I'm just saying, he turned into a troll. Like Darren showed me a movie called Troll Hunters, a Norwegian movie. It was pretty good. I kind of liked it.
I don't know.
It was like one of those found footage movies or something. I don't know. It's kind of.
It said when they say Mason Reese was a child star. I wonder if that means he floofied or.
No, he's not a child anymore, and he's not a star.
Oh, okay. Okay, well.
15.
But he doesn't seem like one of those guys that like the Tommy from Charles in Charge that ended up with all the weird tattoos. And remember him?
Oh, Willie Ames?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he turned into Bible Man. He was doing a show called Bible Man for years. Willie Ames did.
I thought that was that other dude.
Jesus.
Kirk Cameron.
No, Kirk Cameron.
No.
Kirk Cameron was doing Thief or the Left Behind movies.
What about Chachi? Chachi was another one.
Oh, Scott Baio?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
he got blackballed in Hollywood because he's a Trump supporter.
Yeah, he became conservative, and so that everyone just makes fun of him whenever they do it. I thought it was because he married Joni. That's why everyone made fun of him.
Now, he's got a nice wife and beautiful wife now, and I think he's got kids.
Well, I think he's not anyone to make. I mean, if he did, I've seen some of his Facebook, like his little, what do you call it? What do you call it when people talk? He was like, he's got like it looked like a home theater that was a size of like a quarter of a theater. You know, it was like huge. So he must be doing all right.
You know,
unless he was actually just in a theater doing, I don't know. I assumed he had this like.
It says Willie Ames' real name is Albert William Upton.
Ah.
Wow. He was born in 1960.
Well, he's older than me.
Oh my God, Steve.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I was looking. I get every week. I get Zillow Kansas City houses because I've told you I'd like to look at them. You know what went up for sale?
What's that?
You remember that downtown building that's got like the two different peaks on it?
Oh, I probably do.
Think of like a woman laying down with two boobies sticking up, but it's a skyscraper. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it downtown, Casey?
Yeah. It's one of the iconic buildings there, an old building. Anyway, those two peaks and I think some of the floors under it are a giant penthouse. And that went up for sale. And boy, that was nice. It had like a home theater in it that was like a theater, but it didn't have a bunch of seats. It just had a few really nice seats. It was like if you had like the millions of dollars to buy that thing, it was nice. Wow.
And I'm looking at downtown KC pictures here now. It's a tall building?
Yeah, it's one of the skyscrapers, but it's old. It's like one of the old brick 30s buildings.
I see one that has like a steeple or a top of it. I don't know.
Let me see. I just goggled Kansas City. Okay, 909. No, that can't be it. Oh yeah, that might be it. 909 Walnut Street, apartment 3200, for sale for $4,495,000. 3 bedrooms,
909
7 baths, 6,100 square feet condo home. Let me see if that's. Look, I looked up
909 Walnut.
Yep, that's it. Look it up. 909 Walnut Street, apartment 3200, Kansas City. Look at that thing. Wow.
Apartment 3200.
Yep. All I did is Google.
That.
Did you see it on Zillow?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Look at that.
Trying to see the whole that whole thing is in a penthouse.
Yeah.
On top of that, wow.
Built 1931. Tony would like that.
Cool.
How much is it? How much is it going? Oh, there's a price right here.
$5 million.
$5 million for sale.
Four and a half million.
The house what I lived in as a kid supposedly worth $4 million, which I think is a crock.
But yeah, if you look at the pictures, look at the home theater in it. It's pretty wild. The whole thing is wow.
So what about the building it sits on top of? Is that owned differently?
It's like an office or some kind of building, but or one of those mixed use buildings. Darren would like this. It's got his kind of look and the furniture. Yeah, there's that home theater. It's really nice. Wow.
Do they have?
So it'd be like a condo. You own that chunk, but you still probably have to pay.
Oh wow, this is the inside of it. Holy cow!
Don't get confused. At the bottom, I think they're showing like the fitness room for the whole building. You know, like the parking garage. Okay. So I don't think you actually have that whole pit. I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't think that fitness room is
condominiums are just weird. It's you own it. Yeah, but what do you own? Do you own halfway through the wall, but not the rest of the way? Or because
goofy concept. You got to get to the building to get up to it. So what if they decide to tear the building down? What do you, you're screwed.
Well, I told you that
there's your dipstick.
The Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, that they can't really finish it because they need to bulldoze a few apartment blocks. Wow. But the people that bought the apartments or rented the apartments or whatever, that they knew ahead of time they were getting a cheaper price because eventually that was going to happen. So it's like, well, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You got to
tell you what, these look like nice pictures. Are nice. Why don't you and I split it? We'll split the place together.
Split it. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think we could have even afforded to split that motel on the Salton Sea that we all wanted to get before. It was a funny pipe dream. The place stinks, but it would still have been kind of fun. Yeah. I don't know.
But that's amazing. That is such. I don't know why I didn't pay much attention.
I wanted to call it Pepperland on the Salton Sea, but nobody got the joke.
I still don't.
Me either. But I'll give you a just for a good measure.
Pepper. Salt.
Are you talking about Pepper Lake?
No.
Pepper Ann?
It's on the Salton Sea. And Pepperland is,
I get it.
There was this obscure little band back in the 60s called the Beatles. And they made a little obscure movie that nobody ever saw called, and they were in the submarine and there was Pepper and there was like a blue guy.
Honestly, I've never seen a Beatles movie.
Yeah, I know. I know you've never seen anything. You don't have to say it every time.
Well, to be honest, I don't think Darren's seen a Beatles movie either.
Oh, of course not. Nobody's seen it. They were the least popular group in music history.
Truly, I've never watched a Beatles movie either.
I was born like that. I was born like a month after they broke up and shit.
And I've never watched a Beatles movie, not the cartoons or anything.
Then again, Steve, you've never watched any movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought I'd end the show topless.
All right.
Where did our chatters go? They like say hi and then they just leave.
Yeah, kind of got. Yeah.
They were intimidated by my pianist.
Yeah.
Getting mad.
Who's getting mad?
Me.
Uh-oh, Miss Vicky's getting mad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
They doing to that pig? Poor pig.
Hey, Tony, can I speak to Papa Cass, please?
I don't know where I get these stupid sounds from. Just drives me to drink.
Shut up!
Now, does that have that fry in it you talk about?
What?
Nothing. The fry.
So I got a little bit of trivia. Speaking of Papa Cass, they when the way they got their name is they were watching some talk show, and they had a Hell's Angels person, and he talked about how the women there, that they called them mamas, and it was Cass Elliot. She said, "See, there's a name for us. You know, we're mamas, and you guys are the papas." And so I think John, he'd said, "Okay, well, why don't we call ourselves the papas and the mamas then?" She's like, "No, the mamas and the papas." And that's how they got it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, mamas and the papas just rolls off the tongue a little easier.
Yeah, it does.
it does. It does.
It's like Sonny and Cher, you know. It wouldn't be good with Cher and Sonny. They're talking about sharing Sonny with you.
Because Siskel and Ebert did the same thing. They would occasionally change the show to Ebert and Siskel, but Siskel and Ebert, it's just one. It just rattles off the tongue.
Yeah.
They do.
Ebert and Siskel doesn't.
Like better
Laurel.
than the brothers Smothers. The Smothers brothers is better.
Right.
Like Laurel and Hardy, you know, Abbott and Costello, you know, just.
What's like? I never liked my name, Tim Ross. It just doesn't have a cadence to it. There's no. It's clumsy. That's why I'm fine with Timmy Ross. Or if it was Tim Rossington, that would be fine. It's just Tim Ross. It just doesn't work.
That's why I don't go with my real name. That Steve Jarrett flows better than Steve McBrayer.
Yeah, true.
I
And
just told everybody my real name. Oh my god! I got.
Oh my gosh. Well, John Lodge, I never thought that worked very well. You know, he overcame the name.
It was originally Lon Judge, but he changed it.
Lon Judge.
Yeah.
That would almost sound like Indian or something, wouldn't it?
Or it's like the skiffle guy, Lonnie Donegan.
Yeah,
I can never remember if he's Donnie Lonigan or Lonnie Donegan, because
He's the one that
Lonigan
gave,
and Donegan are both Irish names.
He's the one that gave Justin Hayward his start, like his first record
Well, he
deal.
influenced all those guys.
Yeah,
Even
but he
though-
also basically owned all of Justin's stuff. Till I don't know if Justin's can. I think he basically owned Justin Hayward. He like sold his life to him. A lot of 60s and 70s singers did that. I think Tom Petty is probably the one that at least put a stop to some of that. He kind of started holding record companies accountable where they were getting away with shit. He finally got.
Oh yeah, because it was strange. Well, because the record executives figured they are the ones that created everything. I made you a star. You were nothing until I made you a star.
Yeah,
And
but they wouldn't
that
be a
was their
star without
attitude.
their voice.
Well,
But they figured anybody can sing.
Nah, that's not. You haven't listened to YouTube's Got Talent, have you?
I think both have a point, but it was still unfair for them to basically screw people over.
Yeah.
Especially when they're like lying to them, saying that their money's tied up in some oil rig in Pakistan, and they're just pocketing all their money. That's bullshit stuff.
Yeah.
Like Badfinger. I think they would have been better if they called themselves Good Toe.
Yeah.
It'd have been a better omen for them, you know.
Well, they might have got further if they'd have called themselves Camel Toe, maybe.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, darn, what'd you come up with that line for anyway?
Yeah.
He's gonna reach through and slap me one of these days.
Is that an option?
Hey, do they have like a virtual slap? You could smack someone in the.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Knock
funny.
out one of my headlights. Ow! Fuck! At least warn me.
It'd be a good name for an album.
What?
Ow, fuck.
Oh.
Ow, fuck.
Ow, fuck. Ow, fuck. I actually kind of like that.
Here's from the latest album, Ow, fuck, on American Top 40.
It's like ow, fuck. That would have actually been a funny name of an album. Or, kind of like a Pet Sounds from the Beach Boys. It's actually Pet Sounds. Is how they all say it. Pet Sounds. It's hard to because the album cover shows them at a petting fucking zoo. You know, it's just like
a petting fucking zoo.
You think it's just going to be cats meowing and dogs barking and
I would never go to a pet fucking zoo.
They did that in one of the songs, and they had the dogs and everything else going on. And Brian asked if he could get a horse into the studio. What are you? It's disgusting, Steve. You're like burping in the toilet or throwing. What are you doing?
Do you hear that? It sounded like I was pouring coffee into my coffee mug.
Sounded nasty. And I still got one of your coffee thermoses, and I'll never drink out of that again now.
You don't know what's in it. I could have pulled over and peed in it for all you know. No,
I don't know.
Yeah, I got two of them here already. You can keep it or burn it or frame it or whatever.
I learned that from my dad. It was keep a dynamo jug with you when you're doing a long road trip. He had always had one in his truck. They're perfect size for that stuff.
I remember driving the truck over the road. I always didn't make it to a bathroom, but I was in Pennsylvania, heading south into Philly, and there was just snow everywhere, snowing like crazy. There was no place to pull off. I said, screw it. I grabbed a jug that I had in the back and sitting there driving, and I'm doing my business. I said, you gotta go. I had a trainee sitting next to me. I'm like, you can either look or turn away. I'm going.
That's just me on every road trip.
Yeah.
But that's partially because of my phosphate or whatever, prostate. You know, that my dad had told me that in at least some states, or at least there, I think he said it was illegal to pee on the side of the road, but you could poop.
That I've heard that too. Yeah. Yeah.
Because for that very reason that you can pee in a dynamo jug in the truck, but you can't really do the other thing.
Isn't that an Alice Cooper song, Dynamo Jug?
That'd make a good album. You could poop on the street, but you can't pee on it.
Yeah, I still like Al Fuck. That'd be a good band name.
Here's the latest hit. Is that the title of the band or the title of the album?
Could be either one.
Up 3 notches. Here's Al Fuck.
Of course, Al Fuck almost sounds like a Chinese band, like Loudness. Or Japanese. You know, Darren and I, we were going on the way from Colorado Springs, and the rush hour was terrible. It was just like, we were in the prairies, or in the hills, and it was just nobody was going anywhere. And some girl, she got out of the car and starts running to the bush. She couldn't hold it anymore. And it's bad enough she had to do that, but everyone starts shouting and hooting at her because everybody's parked. So you can just hear everybody honking and that's Colorado people for you.
Yeah.
There's a song that I have. I don't know if it's Chevy. I think it's Chevy Chase singing CWI call or something about Colorado, and I just hate this song. I don't know.
Well, everything C.W. McCall sang about was Colorado.
Yeah,
I liked Darren used to play him. I think that was Darren's first person he was a fan of. Wouldn't you say, Darren?
Chevy Chase?
No, C.W. McCall.
Well,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Christmas in the Colorado Rockies. Now, that wasn't Chevy Chase, was it?
I thought it was. I think it is.
I never knew.
He was a musician, but I don't think he was a singer.
No, it wasn't a very good song. It was a novelty.
It's right here.
Because Chevy Chase was like in the original Steely Dan or the precursor to Steely Dan.
Yeah, because I'm gonna play a 2-second clip. See if we can.
Now we walked hand in hand.
But that's Chevy Chase doing it.
Yeah, the baby died that winter when he ran out of wood. Considering we ate her raw, she tasted pretty good. And it had people laughing, and it was like in front of it. And that was funny. I'll give him that. It was a funny line.
I never thought Chevy Chase was funny, though. That's bad. And I know a lot of people thought he was funny. But
I didn't think him doing the pratfalls on Saturday Night Live was funny, but
no.
I guess he did some things once in a while that were okay. I was never part of the hate club of him.
There's well, I don't hate it. There is another one I never laughed. Oh, Will Ferrell. Never laughed one.
Yeah,
frickin'
that's
thing
that's
he
where
did.
my mind went about talking about unfunny SNL people. Now,
Yeah,
now the cowbell skit was gold.
Yeah.
I'll give, and he was good with the Jeopardy stuff with the Sean Sean Connery thing. But he was a straight man. He did good at that. Other than that, I did kind of Gracie Blades of Glory that had him in it, and it was okay. But I'm not really a fan.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Yeah, he ruined Land of the Lost for fuck's sake. You know.
Oh my God, yeah, he did. Oh, I didn't see it. I just saw clips of it, and I'm like, it wasn't all Will Ferrell's fault. It was the lousy writing. There's a whole premise. I mean,
well, he was a huge fan. In fact, a movie he was in before that, he played a guy named Marshall Willenholly. You know, that was his. Yes, and I think that was his idea. He was a huge fan. But Kathy and Wesley were in that movie, but they were cut. Yeah, their scene was cut.
They're probably glad that they did get cut.
I think so. They watched the premiere, and when Holly and Will started locking, tongues. Wesley shouted in the audience. He just like gasped out loud, and he said he wasn't kidding. It just came out. He just couldn't believe it.
Because Will was tonguing Holly or something.
Yeah, because in the movie, I guess they weren't brother and sister, but it's Will and Holly. That's part of the problem is you can't change that much of it.
It's supposed to. Yeah, and Hollywood does this. They take a hold of something, they just mangle it up.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like the Bewitched bullshit that they did. Remember?
Oh my!
Oh, then she was an actual. She was an actual witch, and then
that was terrible. I mean, they picked the right person to play Samantha, but if they had just done Bewitched and not said, "Oh, this is about actors who are playing Bewitched," and yes, she is a real witch. I'm like, no. But she would have done a good. What was it? Nicole Kidman would have been a good Samantha if they had done it the right way. Now, Will Ferrell is Darren. Forget. I always thought Jim Carrey would have been a good Darren because he kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
In a way, but he overacts a little bit too much. So.
Well, he can actually tone it. The first thing I ever saw, dude, the guy you just mentioned 4 seconds ago. Jim Carrey. First thing I ever saw was called The Duck Factory. Mm-hmm. And it was a comedy about a writing room for a cartoon. Mm-hmm. And he was actually playing the straight guy. Everybody else was nuts, and he was like the normal guy. Wow. So that didn't go anywhere.
I have seen some Jim Carrey things where he is kind of like the tender scenes in like Liar Liar when he's talking to the son and everything. But he probably could have pulled off Darren or Durwood, whatever you want to call him.
I thought it when Fat Bastard at the end of the second Austin Powers, when he had that moment at the end was sweet. So I mean, even Mike Myers could do it in the fat suit. At the end when he had the UPS uniform and he was about to shoot him, and I don't know, he was talking about because he was like in his regular thing, and then you could just see his mood change to total devastation that he knew he was fat and couldn't. But just watching his face change, it was pretty good acting. Like, I'll give him that. I don't know if anyone remembers that scene, but it's kind of memorable.
Mm-hmm. What movie was that in the Austin Powers where there was a Chinese girl and they were doing the Fukyu, and
that was the third one. They mocked the You Only Live Twice is when Bond went to Japan, and it was one of the most boring movies ever. And when they mocked it, it became one of the most boring Austin Powers scenes ever. When they were in, I thought, oh, fuck me. I was just like, gosh, man, this has nothing to do with the show. Get on with it.
They get carried away with the comedy. I will say what I liked about I only saw the first Austin Powers. What I like about it was when he was naked, the strategic way they covered him up.
Yeah.
With the camera, I thought that was cool.
The second one, that's how they started it, is he went through a whole hotel lobby in public like that. It was pretty funny. I thought the first two were great.
Yeah.
But I think
Although
Mike Myers was actually naked in those, and
I think he had like a sock,
So, okay.
but the producers or the director, they wore socks too, just so he wouldn't be alone or self-conscious like that.
Well, that's
But
nice of them.
but yeah, yeah, I really liked the first two. I saw the second one in the theater, and it was one of those. It was kind of like I saw something about Mary in the theater. Both of those movies, you laugh, but you're in public and are embarrassed that people would see you laugh at stuff. It's just,
Oh, there's something about Mary. I didn't laugh that much. I did with the Frank
come
over the
on.
beans scene.
I work with retards. Oh my gosh, that was one of the best lines ever in a movie. I
Amazed they were
liked.
able to use the word. People get mad if you use that word nowadays.
Oh
know.
yeah.
It was 99 or so.
Do what? Oh yeah. Well, both of them came out. I mean, Austin Powers came out in '99. The second one.
Yeah.
I think I saw it with the same people, and then
Isn't
they took
Mike-
me. I hated the one.
Isn't Mike Myers? They're trying to talk him into doing another Austin Powers.
They've been talking about that for 10 years. I don't think it'll happen. He's like getting too old for that shit now.
Yeah.
That was kind of like Robin Williams. They wanted him to do Mrs. Doubtfire, and I thought they were working a deal out to do Mrs. Doubtfire right before he died. But I don't see how he could have done it.
I heard that drove him to a suicide partially, but having to stoop to that. That's the plane that plane would like fall apart in midair, like blow up. The
Yeah, that was the
fuselage.
Comet.
The Comet. But they fixed the structural or there was a decompression, something. It was
Yeah, it had to do with mental fatigue and constant pressurization, depressurization.
That's how they fuel it. Looks like.
Yeah, but that comet that he was showing, the military ended up using it and made it fatter, but had the same wings and stuff, and it was called the Nimrod.
Yeah.
What a name, Nimrod.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny. I think Bugs Bunny invented calling people Nimrods as an insult, because Nimrod is the famous hunter in Greek or Roman. I have to look it up, but in mythology, and Bugs was calling Fudd Nimrod because he was a hunter. But just the tone of voice where he said it, it became a
interesting.
It's weird. It's weird how pop culture does that.
Yeah.
Very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit.
Like Humpty Dumpty, that was one of Tony's hang-ups, that they never said he was an egg. But they never said it was just a poem, and they never said what it was. And then I think it was L. Frank Baum, or not Frank Baum, but the guy that did the Alice in Wonderland. But it's like that. It became an egg in like the 1800s, so he's just been an egg ever since then.
So who started the egg thing,
I just say it. I think it's the guy that did Alice in Wonderland.
Lewis Carroll.
Lewis Carroll.
Yeah, is it? Because when I heard it when I was a kid, I thought of an egg, and I don't know why. Because I guess eggs break easy. I don't know.
Well, Darren and I still might have it in a box, Humpty Dumpty plush thing. It was like a pillow toy or something.
That it's an egg.
Yeah, it's maybe not an egg, but he's kind of shaped like an egg. He's round like that. I gotta find that eventually. Before we hang off, so let me run that by you again. Guess if she's the Hulk, what's funnier, her bashing in the car or starting to pick it up and put it down gently?
Oh, I don't know.
Depends on the character.
Well, it depends. Well, the next scene, so the next scene, I guess Judy backs into her and smashes her up anyway. So that's why I'm saying maybe if she puts her down gently, that would make it funnier when she bashes in. She could just keep getting the hell beat out of her in every scene, which would be fun. I mean, when Judy's a dragon, she smacks her with her tail and flings the car around,
Yeah.
So just like every time that might be funny,
Yeah.
But I've never known any Hulk to be gentle about anything. Really. Well,
and the funny thing is Tracy's like caught in her the whole time. She getting banged around.
Caught in her.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go that route. And the gold, I won't be with the gold part yet. So that's going to take a while. This is going to take all month to do. It's going to be a very complex thing.
Yeah.
So before we get to the gold part, maybe we'll run it by again next week. If you're interested in being in the paid tier of Patreon, it's $2 a month, everybody. And a limited time thing for those of you who are hard up on cash. I can gift you a membership.
Yeah.
It would probably be worth it for me just to have you participate if you're willing.
God's Alexa.
Well, you gotta commit though. I don't want to pay $24 for, or I don't know. I don't know what to do, but I'm sitting there with nobody in the paid membership. Everyone's just in the free lobby, and they're not. That's not helping any. It's not like I don't need the money now, but if I get laid off, that's going to be my only rev.
Why are you expecting to get laid off?
It's going to happen eventually.
Oh, geez, I hope not.
I hope not too. I need this. Kind of need this job. I don't need.
Yeah, kind of comes in handy when you need to like eat and
Well,
live.
Joshua was under the impression. He said when you get a Patreon, when you get your first $1 million, he was. But the problem is he was under the impression, and so was I, that I could put uncensored versions of the videos on there.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, I had to get a whole over 18 account to do that, which I did. And then I went to upload. I want her for myself, the film. Oh, you can't upload videos because you're over 18. We can't do that yet, or whatever. What?
That's weird.
Doesn't make any sense. What good does it do? And I'm like, well, you could get like a Vimeo account and then embed the Vimeo videos, but that's $300 a year.
Holy crap! That's kind of
I'm not. It's like what? So I made it for all audiences. And maybe that's, I don't know. So that kind of defeats part of the purpose of the Patreon. So I'll have to figure it out. I'll figure it. And that's what I told people. If you become a Patreon member, we can talk about it and we can figure this out. We'll do it. We'll just have to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
There was another site like Covey or something. It's called, there's a different site that's like Patreon that you're allowed to do that. And I was looking at it and it's like the front page is this women showing their boobs.
Yeah,
and they kind of like had
people want to see boobs.
Well, they had the bikinis, but no, it looked like a porn site.
Oh,
and it's just like, well, that's not really what that's not what I want. I wanted an option where people could go to a special tier where they can see the animations without having the shorts purposely drawn on people during their transformations and stuff. It's just like it's not a big deal. But shit.
There's going to be like partial nudity on it.
Well, there could be some full nudity in it, but it's just cartoons. It's not like they're not like going down on people or anything like that. It's just.
Well, nudity without sexual connotations is okay, I think.
Yeah, but not on the Patreon. It's like nudity's not allowed. So without the over 18, and when you're over 18, they won't let you upload a video.
So you couldn't have a video of walking through a fucking museum in like Paris or someplace.
I guess not. And I almost felt like telling them that I'm glad that the classical Da Vinci and all these other people didn't have these gatekeepers back then, or we'd never had a statue, these classical statues and stuff. It's like, good grief.
What's that statue, the Thinker, or the statue of David is naked or something?
David,
like that?
Same with Atlas. All of them were. I don't think any of them were wearing sweatpants.
Yeah. Some people just don't realize that nudity don't always mean perverted sexual crap, though.
Well, it's God made us. It's like, oh, we're ashamed of the way God made us. It's like, for gosh sake.
It can mean the sexual crap if it's done correctly.
Yeah.
What?
It's done correctly.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, fellers.
Well, all right. Well, I'll get started on that stuff. I've been started on it, but that making that melted ice cream into an actual car was kind of that was a bigger challenge than I realized.
And my announcement is I'm on chapter 7 of my story.
Yay.
Oh, good for you.
That's just on the rough draft. It's got to do a rewrite.
Oh, your AI story.
Yeah. Well, no, I told the AI you're not writing this shit for me.
Well, good for
I said,
you.
We're brainstorming. Stop writing the shit.
You don't need that, Steve. It'll be much more rewarding if it comes from you. Believe me, it will. The same way with me not doing I realize that not scanning the stuff, it's better if I just make it myself. It's more rewarding anyway.
Yeah.
So, even though I'm going to scan Darn's Porsche if I can get a hold of it, because I don't have any more time to waste on this thing.
Yep.
All right,
All right,
fellas.
gentlemen. Y'all have a great week.
Everybody in chat, if you're here, Lewis and
Thanks for watching.
Kendra and Wendy, have a great week.
And
Live long
see you,
and
Gottschalk,
prosper.
wherever the hell you are.
Yeah, I hope you're doing all right.
Anyway, we miss you, man.
All right. Well, take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.